Great day, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I hope everybody is doing well on this slime-tastic Sunday fun day. I'm doing pretty good, I finally got around to buying me some, I got a little plastic to put under my chair because I, my floor is getting ruined. But we're doing pretty good, so I'm trying to adjust to that. That's why I talk about it, but I'm doing pretty good. This is the 1 year anniversary stream. And yeah, the 1 year was on January 15th, but I decided to do it here on the Sunday. What's up, Apple? How you doing today? Welcome. How you doing on this slime-tastic Sunday fun day? Congratulations. Thank you. It's been a fun year. And I was a bit nervous about doing this. I'm like, are people gonna watch it? Are people gonna enjoy this? But we'll see what people think, if people show up. And yeah, it's basically a recap of the year at the same time, but although I don't think I'll do that every year. But okay, so let's start some music real quick. Okay, I'm just gonna mute it for myself. It's the music is provided. I think I forgot to link it. To link where the music comes from, so I'll do it after stream. By Game Chops, so it's all remix of video games. I hope it's not too loud enough. I don't have it for me because I don't want to talk in cadence with the music. I don't want to get caught. So that's where we start today, the 1 year anniversary of the channel, well, pretty much I started. I'm not going to do that for each platform, but you know, at least the first one on the YouTubes. So what are we looking at for today? Well, it's a lot of top fives. It goes from funny moments, games, series, bosses, type of games, stuff like that. We got about at least 19 to 20 slides of that, maybe 18, because I forgot to count the first two. So that's a lot of them. And I'm gonna have a good time with that. Looking forward to that. Also, I'm gonna talk about the things I learned from streaming, YouTube in general, Twitch, stream setup. I'm gonna share it because I have a place on the Discord to share your stream setup, whether your gaming setup or whatever you have. I didn't share mine because I was like, well, I'm gonna do it here anyway, right? So we might as well do that. I have some special thanks to give to some viewers, obviously. Happy anniversary. Hey, thank you, Param. How you doing today? Welcome. How you doing on this slime-tastic Sunday morning? So yeah, I got some special thanks to give to some people. I want to talk also about my upcoming goals for the year, or months to come, with however long that's going to take. And we can do a Q&A if there's people, and if people have questions. Definitely at the end, we're going to do that. So, by the way, we start the first top five. We're gonna watch some clips because I got the clips, like 5 or 6 clips to watch. That goes with the tops. So, let's get into it. We start strong. We start with the top 5 funny or chaotic moments that happened on stream. This is my personal pick. These are moments that they still make me laugh, or they're just so completely, they completely mess me up. They made me freak out on stream. And it's all gaming moments, obviously. It's not anything technical. So let's start that. The first one, number 5, the Arbiter's Ground in Twilight Princess. That is more of a funny moment. I look so stupid in that one. I tried to start riding on the spinning top, whatever, the gear, and I just bounced back and forth. I get stuck. And then I end up getting hit and getting smacked off my my thing here. Let's watch it. That's what I'm talking about. This guy here. Okay. Look at that. Boink, 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 boink. I hate you. Okay. That's what happened. That was so dumb. The timing on that was just great. So that was the first moment, on the Arbiter's Ground. And you'll see a lot of them are recent moments as well because, you know, obviously recent memories are more vivid. Although there is one that's kind of far. Number 4. The Bracken and the baby. Oh, this one made me scream for my dear life. I was that's the like the day a day or week after the baby was patched in, the man eater baby or whatever. It's the first time we played since then, and I didn't know you had to do whatever with the baby. So I just ran from it. I bolted. And I come across a Bracken around the corner, and as usual, that shit made me scream so loud. And at the end of the clip, you see the baby is still coming on the right. I'm trapped in a corner between a Bracken and a baby. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Now you see the baby there, so I'm running away. I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to deal with it. And then and the baby's on the right. And the baby's on the right. Ah, that scared the crap out of me when it happened. I'm a very jumpy person, man. You've seen it if you've seen the Outlast playthrough. I jump easily. There is no... I'm very bad with jump scares. Except in movies, because I know when they're coming. They're so predictable. Obviously. But in gaming, sometimes you just get that one that just pops out. Bam! I mean, when I played Song of Horror. Song of Horror is all jump scares mainly. And they all... I got caught. I got caught every time. There was no exception to that rule. Sadly. Alright. I don't think I'll have enough water. Number 3. Surge clipping. Okay, Surge, that's from Mega Man X2. We call him Dr. Giro. Is the old robot. Now, it's the second fight. The second fight with Surge. You're supposed to break the front of his big ass robot thing, contraception machine, and then you can damage him. Because that's what Surge does. He hides behind things. And this is the first time it happens to me. I clipped inside of him. I was landing on Spike, but I just got hit, so I have iframes. I ended up living, but I was freaking out the whole time. You can hear it in my tone of voice when I ask what is happening. I'm freaking out the whole time. There's not a single time. Look at that. I clip inside. I even killed a thing there, but I'm still freaking out because I don't want to die. And then I zipped. I didn't see it. I zipped on the left. See that? I'm stuck. I get hit. And then it zipped me out. Oh. That's what saved me. Because I did not know what was happening there. So that's not so much a funny moment. It's a chaotic moment. That is the chaotic moment. And I like those moments. They're just unpredictable. I didn't know what was happening. I thought I was dead. I thought I was dead the whole fight there. That was so good though. Okay, number 2. Mario Sunshine Race. Oh, this fucking one. Okay, I'm in Pinata Village in this one, right? I'm doing the second race against the Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask Postman guy. You have to race. And I have an easy win. I'm just running up the tree at the end. Everything's going well. Everything's great. All I had to do was jump on the platform and touch the pole. That's literally all I had to do. So what went wrong per Henmo, you ask? What went wrong indeed? What went wrong indeed? I'm going up. All I gotta do is jump. All I gotta do is jump down the right. And somehow I jumped on the fence. And you can tell I'm mad because I pressed start. I pressed start right after failing that. It was so bad. I still don't know how that jump worked. Because I'm pretty sure I don't even land on the fence. I land in front of the fence. Let me see if I can pause it. I think you even see the... Yeah, I land right before it, but it sent me over. And that's how I lost the race. And alive. I lost both of them at the same time. That was so much fun. That one got me so good. That one got me. It was so bad. I can't believe this happened. But that was funny. That was a funny one. Now, the last one is a two-parter. The last one is a two-parter. It's a chaotic moment again. Not chaotic moments, because it's 2 for 1, this one. At number 1, we got Surviving Bullet Bill. This happened in 2 different streams. The first one, well, I'm gonna do the other one first. I try to go fast, and I land in front of a bullet bill, which should have taken me out. But for some reason, I killed the bullet bill. I killed the bullet bill. And I just, you'll hear me gasp. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know why. I don't care. I just know I lived. And I didn't lose my mushroom power-up. And the other clip we have is the complete opposite, where I jump on the bullet bill. I should have killed the bullet bill, but I end up taking a hit and losing my power-up. So that's exactly what happened. Let's check it out. Let's check out these 2. That's the first one. I try to go fast. I jump. That should have been a hit. That should have been a hit, but I survived that. Hi, what's up, John Bob? How are you doing today? Welcome. How are you doing on this slime-tastic Sunday fun day? How was poker last night if you went? How was the poker? So yeah, see, I'm supposed to die here. This is a hit. But I lived. Which is crazy to me. Which is absolutely crazy. On the other hand, a stream before that, we got the complete opposite, where I'm just running, I jump on the bullet bill, and I lose my power up. So I got both situations happen at the same time. You got 3rd place, 58 players. Nice. Congratulations. That's good. That's fucking good. I hope the prize money was pretty good as well. So, yeah, so those were the top 5 funny or chaotic moments that happened during the first year. It was insane. I can't believe most of these happened on stream. Oh, man. So that was my some of my, I think that the funniest moments of the year, or just chaotic. Like I said, search clipping and the bullet bills are more chaotic than funny. This one is just a tragedy. The Mario Sunshine Race. Adjusting for alcohol and taxi, you made $200. Damn, that's pretty good. That's a good night's pay. Tax free as well. Jesus Christ, that's pretty good. I might start picking up poker. All right, next slide. Top 5 games that surprised me. These are games that I played this year that I would not have played unless I was streaming, or they were told to me, they were on sale, whatever. And I ended up liking them a lot. They really took me by surprise. So that's what we're gonna watch this time. You're just expecting to lose 100. That's the mentality I go to the casino with. Here's $100 and I'm about to lose it all. And then you end up with the same money, or slightly more or slightly less, and you're not disappointed. That's the way to do it. You just expect the worst outcome, so the best out. So if it doesn't happen, you're happy. That's always the case. That's how I like it. That's how I like to do it. That should be that's a very fair thing in life. Always expect the worst outcome, so if it doesn't happen, you'll be more happy. Way. A bit of a cynic way of seeing things, but you know what? It works. It works. All right, at number 5, A Hat in Time. That is a fun little platformer, not gonna lie. I love that one. I love the vibe. I love the humor in it. Those Mafia guys are hilarious to me. They got dumbass dad jokes, which I like. It's not a hard game, although if you do the challenges, it gets extremely difficult. That's what I heard. I don't do those things. I don't like those things. The Seal the Deal DLC is not very fun, but the Yakuza Metro one is good. We're gonna replay this game this year, by the way. I want to replay that game, although I'm not gonna collect every hourglass this time around. Like I said, the Seal the Deal DLC is terrible, but we're definitely gonna replay it. It's a fun little game. It's just a fun platformer, and it's rare because it's a, 3D platformers are not my thing usually. Although I say that, but I do end up playing stuff like Spyro and Crash Bandicoot that were pretty good. So, A Hat in Time, I highly recommend the base game and the Yakuza Metro. DLC. They're pretty fun to play. Fun platformer, good music, fun characters. And the story doesn't really matter. It's just fun, though. Rule of thumb when you play poker tournament is aim for top 50%. Anything more is just a bonus. There you go. There you go. So top 3 is it's pretty good bonus. Number 4. Days Gone. Now, Days Gone took me by surprise. That was gifted by a viewer, Bureku, one of my mods as well. And it kind of played like a Resident Evil. It's third person, you shoot, you do your stuff. There's zombies, or like sick humans, whatever you want to call them. But it's pretty alright. The music is awesome, especially the main menu music, if you can find it, is so good. It's it's harder to leave the main menu than just quit the game because it's so good. I love riding on the motorbike. It's long. It's a bit of a long ride sometimes, but that's also when the characters talk to each other. You get interactions and stuff like that. It's well done. You don't waste your time just two characters talking and then nothing. They talk on walkie-talkies as you ride the bike in the open world. It's pretty good. I enjoyed that. You can do more missions. I could have done more side missions, but that was a long game. The gameplay is all right. I wouldn't say it's not anything groundbreaking. It's not great, but the story is what carries this game. And it's rare because I don't really care for story most of the times, but this one carries. It carries this game. And at some point, there's a cutscene where I forget I'm streaming. I even said like, "Oh shit, I was streaming." And the people watching the streams at the time, I think it was Bureku, Twitty. This isn't my beginnings. That was gifted for my 100 subs, and everybody forgot we were watching a stream. Twitty almost died in Rust. That's what happened. It was so much fun. Highly recommend that if you love story-driven games. And riding on the bike is always fun. The guns aren't great until you reach the end. When you reach the end, you get all the good guns, and now the game's more fun, but you're at the end, so it doesn't really matter anymore. I'm not also a fan of weapons breaking, although it's realistic that the weapon breaks after a while, but it's not. Yeah, it's a game. I don't have to repair my gear all the time fighting stuff. And you have the strongest knife in any game I've ever seen. That knife that the main character has does everything. Door lock, use the knife. Open a car, hood, take the knife. Breaking box, knife. That knife is the strongest shit. But anyway, what's up, Retro Alex? How you doing today? Welcome. How are you doing on this slime-tastic Sunday fun day? I hope you're doing well. All right, number 3. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. That was my first, what can I say, new game. This one was expensive. It looked really fun though, but I paid it full price when it came out. Story-wise, this game sucks. I do not care about the story of Grand Blue Fantasy at all. The cutscenes weren't great. I could have skipped. I would have been fine. What makes it though is the gameplay. The gameplay makes it. It's so much fun. Everything can be done in solo, or you can do it with people, obviously, but it's a grindy game. You can ask Bureku about that. And the story is the gameplay is just fun. The anime fighting style, it's fast-paced, it's flashy. It kind of looks like a mobile game sometimes with all the specials, but it's so much fun. I had a great time, which is also the first game I played with viewers, because we unofficially played with viewers. We just played together to farm Proto Bahamut. Everybody got their weapons. And it was so much fun. Sadly, the last fight, Lucilius killed it for me. I thought it sucked. It was pretty bad. That's the only sad part about this game. But I really had a good time. On one part, I'd like to replay it. On the other, I'm like, I've done it. I've done it. So, whatever. What about you? I'm doing good myself, man. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. What's my opinion on the Switch 2 trailer? Well, that's just what it is. It was a trailer. There was nothing special about it. and they just showed the console. I was like, okay. We got no specs of what's gonna happen. What's the strength? What's the resolutions? Mario Kart is coming because obviously it's always a Mario Kart or Mario game that comes out. It's backwards compatible with most games except probably some like third-party crap that nobody cares about. But yeah, we got no information about that. It looks like a bigger Switch. That's all I can say. We got nothing. We got nothing out of that. It's just it's just everything got leaked about it. So people were like, they were like, well, okay, we got to get back on top of it. And that's it. Nothing else. TikTok and CapCut is banned now. CapCut is banned. Wait, isn't that that's probably just in the US, but that's the TikTok, yeah, fine. That was CapCut was giving minors data. So yeah, I agree with that. TikTok, look, if you ban TikTok, Reddit, I wouldn't have a problem. I think nothing of worth will be lost. CapCut, I was using CapCut before. That's the editing software, right? Sorry. And I stopped using it because they took everything out for free. So I use DaVinci Resolve now. So I have no dog in this fight. Absolutely no dog about CapCut. But Narmaya though, yeah, Narmaya is hot. She's got big boobies. She's my type. She's my type. But she's not the best one. I have another one I prefer. But if Narmaya was had more of the outfit, you'll see, because the last top 5 we do is top 5 waifus. So yeah, you want to be there for that. You want to be there for that. And one of the Grand Blue girls is in there. She made the cut. She made the cut. All right, number 2. Nier Automata. Did I hear top 5 waifus? Yes, you did. Yes, you did, sir. I don't know if I want to be there. Oh, you want to be there. You want to be there. Nier Automata. That game, I loved everything about that game. The story was great. You forget who my Grand Blue waifu is? I never said it. But you gotta wait. Yeah, you'll wait. Exactly. Nier Automata. Everything was great about this game. The story, the characters, the music was awesome. The fighting is great. The post game is a bit lacking though. And I mean, after you've done everything, after you did the 2B, 9S, and A2 story, like the post game is like, yeah, okay, you can farm to 100 pretty easily. Although it takes a long time to break the freaking rabbit. But once you do, then it takes like 30 minutes and you're done. You're level 100. This game has everything. He's got the waifus. Nobody cares about 9S. Well, people care. I don't. That game, I would have never played that game. I just thought, you know what? Looks like a fun game. Might as well try it. And I was very surprised about it. Like I said, this game definitely my top games this year. It's I recommend it. Don't buy the DLC because you can get, I think you can get the gear from the DLC at the post game. Oh, you must have it. I'm not sure which one it is, but you can get it. They're pretty good. I'll give you that. They're fun. They're fun stuff. I didn't mod it though. I didn't mod the game. You don't need to mod it. 2B's perfect as she is. Setting up your Wii. Oh, you go, girl. Play some Punch Out. Play some Punch Out on the Wii. So I did this one. I highly recommend if you've never played it. I've never played any other Nier game. Just this one is great. Just this one is pretty good. Number 1. Hollow Knight. Seriously, I would not have played Hollow Knight. I played this on a whim for Halloween because I thought, oh, it fit the horror aesthetic. And my God, this game is awesome. Unfortunately, I never heard the soundtrack because I didn't want to get copyright claim. I have enough problems with that from not even real sources, just some random assholes that copyright claim me on YouTube. It's pretty annoying. But the gameplay is tight. The boss fights are awesome, except one of them. The story's okay. The story's not the strong point. Such a cute little guy. Yes, it is. Girl. uh, this one I highly recommend, especially if you're a Souls fan or you're just a fan of difficult game. I did a speedrunner strat. I didn't know it was a speedrunner strat to skip into the grass section. Again, did not know I could do that. I just tried it by jumping on top, by jumping and hitting a character, an enemy. Pogo stick on top of it. The Path of Pain was... I heard a lot of stuff about how difficult the Path of Pain was, but yeah, that took me like 27 minutes. I think we timed it, so that was that wasn't too difficult. The Pantheon though, that's a fun part as well. I stopped at the last boss of Pantheon 5. I was like, all right, I'm good. I don't need to. I'm satisfied with just... Because Pantheon 5 doesn't really count towards the end, towards the percentage. So we 100% the game actually. That's how much I loved it. You know, you really love playing a game when you 100% it. And this one I always thought I'm not gonna play it. It doesn't look like kind of game I would love. I was wrong. I was dead wrong. This was a very fun game. So that's it for the top 5 games that surprised me this year. And let's move on to the next. Point of view, Super Macho Man. Super Macho Man in the Widow is a fun fight. I don't like him in the I don't like it in Super Punch Out. I don't like that guy. Now, we did the 5 game that surprised me, that made me go, whoa, that's pretty awesome. So now we're gonna do the opposite. We're gonna do the top 4 games that disappointed me. Keep in mind, most of these games on the list, I stopped playing. Most of them, not all of them. I didn't complete them because I was like, all right, this is I don't like it. At number 5, we got Hogwarts Legacy. Okay, keep in mind, I'm not a Harry Potter guy. I know nothing about Harry Potter. I just went into it. I thought, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I want to give it a shot. People have said good things about it. So I played it, and my God, I didn't like many things about this game. I did not care for the story. I did not care for the characters. The magic looked great, though. Not gonna lie, the effects looked awesome. The world was pretty. Everything else, the combat was meh. After a while, it's always the same thing. It's always so yeah, I didn't like that game at all. I had to treat it like a comedy game. That's when it got fun for me. That's when it got fun for me. I could not. I cannot. Unless you're a big Harry Potter fan, I would say don't play this game. If you're a Harry Potter fan, that's got to be a must. You know, it's like any Lord of the Rings game. I don't buy them because I'd end up buying all of them. I love that franchise. But no, I'm not a Harry Potter guy, so I didn't care much. You beat Title Defense, Ball Bull. Oh yeah, Ball Bull Title Defense is a bitch. Still can't see. You wanted to see completed though. It was fun to watch. Which one, Mick? How you doing, Mick? Welcome. How you doing on this Slamtastic Sunday Fun Day? Which game do you mean, Mick? Which game do you want to see completed? This is what I have to say to Ball Bull. The Hogwarts game. I finished the game, but I'm not doing anything. I do not like it. I do not. I think the way you get new spells is pretty dumb as well. Like, hey, go collect 5 flowers at the end of the world. Okay, come back. Okay, here's a spell. Like, Jesus Christ. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, at least go make me kill enemies or something. Like, don't make me run all the way to fucking San Jose for a couple flowers just so I can get a stupid spell to advance the game. That was a bother for me. It's kind of like Link's Awakening where you have to buy a bow that's 1,000 rupees to finish the game. But yeah, Link's Awakening's a Game Boy game. I can at least forgive it for that. But it shows its stuff. But you know, you expect a 2023 game not to have that kind of thing happen. But man, Hogwarts, I can't. No, it's not my type. Sadly, like I said, I'm not a Harry Potter fan. So for me, it was meh. Like, The only I call myself White Power, and I still laugh when we won the bowling game, and it says White's team has defeated. The Whites have defeated. Oh man, that's so funny. Are you wondering how I'm making these? Nah, it's either 7TV or you're just good with ASCII with ASCII stuff. Number 4. Zombies ate my neighbors. God, I hate this game. Oh God, I have so many bad memories of this game. I made it the second to last stage on that, by the way. But this is clearly a remnant of the arcade games. The bosses in this are just coin eaters. They were made to eat your coins at the arcade, and that they didn't nerf them inside this game. It was awful. I had such a bad time playing this game. I think it's one of those that made me rage extremely hard, and I just left. Second to last stage, I couldn't beat the boss. Even with save states, I couldn't do it. I think I did it once, but then the spiders after killed me. Oh, that was the boss before. I don't know. They killed me after the boss fight, and it's like, well, you're dead now. Restart the game over. Have fun. Oh, man. I cannot recommend this game. I really can't. Don't play this shit. Save your sanity. Save your sanity. Hey, yo, I forgot to move myself up. Wait a second. I forgot that I'm supposed to move myself up here for this. Because at some point I'm gonna be hiding. I'm gonna be hiding stuff. Okay, thank God I thought about it. So yeah. I don't get why this one has a cult following, and you know it's a cult. That's why it's called a cult. That's why it's called a cult following, no, it's not the norm. No one should love this game. Number 3. Trials of Mana. Now, I don't know what is wrong with this game. Secret of Mana was fun, for all its faults. Secret of Mana was fun. I thought I would like Trials of Mana, but again, no, I don't care for the story. I don't even care for my own characters. The combat is not as fun as it was in Secret of Mana. I stopped playing that game for a reason. It don't work. It didn't work for me. You've seen Markiplier play this? Oh god, I don't know who that is. I really don't. Yeah, I don't. It's fun that you meet all the other, because you have to select 3 characters out of these, and you meet the other 3, but they don't have any incidents on the story, which is okay. But it's fun though. It's still like you still meet them. Everybody has their own story, but I don't know. Apparently the game opens up when you unlock more advanced classes, but that's a long way in. That is a really long way in, and I don't want to play this. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work at all, sadly. But I know this one's very loved, but no, I think Secret of Mana is better. For all its fault, the original Secret of Mana is still better. And Secret of Mana, they probably fixed a lot with the remake. Although there's a remake of this one, so maybe they fixed a bunch of stuff as well. You check your play history, and yesterday you played Punch Out for 6 hours. Jesus Christ. I can't play Punch Out for that long in a day, because my brain gets fried. My brain gets fried after a while. Although I do want to replay Wii Punch Out, because right now my main game has a negative win ratio. Like I think I'm like 20 win for like 50 losses. So I kind of want to redo a new game, but try to have a positive win-lose ratio. So we might get onto that. We're probably gonna get onto that. And if I succeed, maybe we'll try to unlock Donkey Kong, something like that. I'll try it. Happy anniversary! Hey, thank you, Wanji. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. How you doing with this slime-tastic Sunday fun day? What's up, Ben? How you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. How you doing, Ben? On this slime-tastic Sunday fun day. You played Punch Out for 17 hours straight. Dude. After like 3 hours, 3 hours and a half, I'm done. Like my brain's done. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. All right, at number 2, Conker's Bad Fur Day. It's funny. The humor is okay. The humor's all right. Everything else, I don't like. I don't like how the platformer works, the fighting, the bosses. The best part of this game is the cutscenes. I don't get why this game is so loved. I actually rage quit that game, never played it again. And the vampire cutscene was so long. Oh, holy shit, the vampire cutscene was so bad and so long. I did not care for it. I did not care. And that's the part I left, the zombies. I couldn't drop the key. I couldn't figure out how to drop the key, and then I fell down, so I had to restart the whole thing. That's when I said, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I was like, I'm done. That's it. Again, I don't know why this one is loved. I get why it was loved back in the day. Because it was edgy. It was something new. No, not my thing. Not my thing at all. You didn't care for Zombies Ate My Neighbors either? What a bad game. That game made me rage. That game, I think it's the one of the first games I legit screamed at. You think you just left it on? I did that with Super Smash Bros. Melee to unlock Mewtwo. You had to for like 20. I left it all night on, just so I could get Mewtwo. I guess that's how you get it. You go just watching some Wind Waker. How are you? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. We're just celebrating the first year, so I'm good with that. You're gonna play Conker's Bad Fur Day one day, but I do think it looks janky. It is janky. It has a lot of faults. It's yeah, I didn't like it at all. I like platformers. I didn't like this. I didn't like this game. I do not recommend this. But hey, you want to try it? You should try it. See what you think for yourself, right? You just played the war stuff with split screen. Never ever tried the campaign. Wait, which war stuff? Which war stuff did you try, Mick? Did you ever beat TD Sandman? Yeah, we did. Right after the 4-hour mark. I was about to end stream and I defeated him, so I was pretty happy on the second stream of We Punch Out. So yeah, he's pretty hard though. That guy's a bitch. It seems one of the most aged rare games. Yeah, I don't think it aged well. It didn't age well at all. I want to try Banjo-Kazooie because I've never played it. And Banjo-Tooie. But I cannot recommend Conker's Bad Fur Day. Donkey Kong games are awesome. The multiplayer on Conker. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, maybe that's fun. Happy anniversary. Hey, thank you, Minkyu. Welcome. How are you doing today, Minkyu? I hope you're doing slimetastic on this Sunday fun day. DK should be there now then. Probably. Well, before I unlock DK, I want to replay We Punch Out and just get a positive win-lose ratio. That's all I want. That's what I want. And then I think we're worthy to unlock whatchamacallit, Donkey Kong. But first we have to finish first we have to finish some games we're playing, right? Banjo is amazing. That's what I hear, so I really hope. I think it plays better than this. This is better. You're doing good, man. Cute. Nice. And number one of the games that disappointed me this year, Monster Hunter World. God, I hate this game. This game, I don't get why it's so popular to this day. A lot of streamers say it's great, but they just have people carry them all the way till the end, and then they play it, and they're like, this is such a fun game. You didn't play the game. When you play from start to finish, do the quest, this game is just tedious. I hate everything about it. The fighting is bad. If you get knocked on the ground, stay there because you're invulnerable for a while. That's game mechanic. That's game mechanic, apparently. This one game, and you can see it at some point in one of the streams, the monsters have an ability where they roar, they scream, and you're staggered. You're staggered for a while, and you can't do anything. That happened 16 to 18 times. I counted them that time. That's how mad I was. And fuck, man. I hate this game. I quit. I was like, I'm not playing this. I thought I would like it because Grand Blue Fantasy Relink was so much fun. I could not have been more wrong. The story is bad. The characters are not... You look at attached to characters. Not every weapon is born equal in this game. Do not use the switch axe. I can't say anything good about this game. And I can't get a refund. So, you know, it's 25 bucks down the drain. Uh, oh, man. Karen Armor Girl Parental. No, Karen Armor, we didn't make it that far. We didn't make it that far. We rage quit before that. You were grinding death yesterday in Punch Out just for the headgear. It's the Karen Armor. You unlock the headgear by sucking. But you blame reading chat. You want to like more, but it's too grindy and complicated. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And I thought I would like it because I love fighting bosses. Which is why I think the new Elden Ring is going to be so much fun, right? Because the way I read on how it's going to play, how it was described is, you go with 2 other people, so it's a 3-player map. You loot stuff, and then the boss spawns after a time limit, and you have to defeat the boss. So it's not so much grinding for gear that you have to find gear and then fight. This looks more fun to me than whatever this is, Monster Hunter. So that Night Rain, that's what Night Rain sounds like. It's kind of like a battle royale, but you fight a boss at the end, and you don't fight other people. You just fight the boss. And that sounds fun to me. That's fine. Because I like battle royales. But I'm also tired of playing them. But yeah, PvE, but like find the gear. So if you always have to find you start naked, you have to find new gears. That sounds more fun to me. That sounds more fun to me. This I don't recommend. I do not recommend this game. I don't get it. So let's move on from this bad topic for a second. Oh, the top 5 game franchises I played this year. I'm excluding Mega Man X. Because, you know, Mega Man X would win, obviously. We're trying to have something unpredictable here, right? Mega Man X, definitely my favorite franchise. It's number 0, let's put it that way. I mean, I want to play it again. I want to play X8 D-Make. I want to play X1, X2, X3 back to back. That's why I'm also trying to route Mega Man X8 at some time on stream, just so I can maybe add it and play 4 games in a row. That'd be fun. So number 5, Devil May Cry. I love Dante, like old school Dante, not the shitty punk kid that Nero is based after. We played 1, 3, and 5. We didn't play 2 and 4. 4, I played it before. I didn't really like it. 2, well, 2 has its reputation. Definitely the high point for me was Devil May Cry 5. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that game so much. The music is awesome. The cutscenes is where this game shines. The anime fights, the unbelievable. Oh, I'm going to ride a bike and kill people with a bike as I go up and down the tower. That's just awesome. I love everything about it. And Dante is one of my favorite characters in fiction. I should have modded the chair, though. I should have modded the plastic chair in Devil May Cry 5. You know what? Virgil sits on it instead of a throne. It's just a white chair. I should have modded that. Oh, man. The characters they're okay. Everybody's just unbelievable in this game. I love it. I love the silliness of it. I love the 1990s to early 2000 Dante attitude that he got going on. Kind of like old school Knuckles from the Sonic and Knuckles. He's just got attitude. I love this. I love a sarcastic character like that. So, Devil May Cry number 5. Number 4. Spyro. Now, Ben is playing Spyro. He's streaming Spyro these days as well. And this one took me by surprise as well, man. I love everything about this game. The aesthetic. It looks great. The music. It's just fun. There's no real story. It's just, hey, the dragons are trapped. Alright, well, time to untrap some dragons. I like that the enemies react to Spyro as well. Like, they're either scared of him or they try to attack him depending if they have armor and swords and whatnot. But I like that. I like that they react to him. I like the playstyle. It's just a silly platformer. Lady is peak. Absolutely. If I have to go, I don't leave every stream. I don't try, but I have to. So, you know, hey, no problem, Retro. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good rest of your day. And I hope to see you in the future one, which is going to be Tuesday. And we're going to play Link's Awakening again. So have a good one. Have a good weekend. Spyro feels smooth. It is great. It is a fun little game. We did 100% max percent Spyro 1, Spyro 2, and 3. I don't recommend 3, because my fucking god. It is hell to do. It's a bit janky in 3. 3 is a bit janky. But 1 and 2, Spyro 2 definitely the high note. It's a relaxing game, but it's also a very challenging game. If you want to 100% get all the gems, it is challenging, but it's such a smooth, relaxing game. This one I recommend. I bought the Reignited Trilogy on sale. If you can get it on sale, go for it. You will have a good time playing Spyro. The boss fights aren't complicated. Nothing is complicated in this game, really. I did have to watch a guide a few times, because especially the one where you have to go through a course of super boost, because I could not figure out the pattern. But yeah, everything about this game is just fun. Highly recommend. You also played Spyro for the first time last year. It was good, though. You prefer Crash Bandicoot. Well, isn't that just number 3, Minkyu? Isn't that just number 3? Crash Bandicoot is actually more fun than Spyro, though. It has no real story. The story is not... Nobody cares about the story, Crash Bandicoot, but the gameplay is so much... It's so much more fun. It's silly. The deaths are hilarious. If you don't collect boxes... If you collect boxes, you have Crash getting his ass knocked out in the first game. We did get the gems and the second endings. The one that were cannons. I didn't get the first one. I did not like Crash Bandicoot 4. Because Crash Bandicoot 4 was made for veterans of the series. Which I'm not. We're playing it Saturday again, though. Saturday I'm going to play it. Next Saturday. I use the enhanced mod, which reduces the difficulty a bit. It splits some level in half. I think it's the best version for casual players, is to put the mod in there instead of playing the original, because it was difficult. After I finished the game, I did not want to do the side levels. I was done. I did not like it. But Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, 3 is awesome. Yeah, you can get the Insane Trilogy for sale. Highly recommend this game. 1, 2, 3 are great. 3 is the only one at max percent. You have to anyway to get the canon and the canon secret ending, which I said we did. Highly recommend this. This is just fun. This is a fun platformer. Number 2, Mega Man. I said no Mega Man X. I didn't say no Mega Man. I love the Blue Bomber. Okay, I love the Blue Bomber. Mega Man, especially Mega Man 5, 6, 2, 3. These ones are definitely the best ones. And number 1. I'm not a fan of 7, 8, and 4. Definitely the worst ones in the series for me. 9 and 10 were okay, except 10. 10 had terrible weapons. 10 had the worst weapons, like I said yesterday. You want to have a good time, though? Mega Man 5, Mega Man 6 are definitely the best, as far as I'm concerned. I just love... This to me is a puzzle game, though. You have to approach Mega Man like a puzzle game, while Mega Man X has to be approached like an action platformer game. Mega Man, you get into a room, you have enemies everywhere, they move a certain way, figure out how they move, figure out the timings and everything, move, and then just move on to the next. And that's next screen. That's what happens in Mega Man. And that's okay. That's perfect like that. It's too bad I got copyright claim on Mega Man 9, though. But Mega Man franchise will always be a buy for me. Always be a buy for me. Go for it. I mean, I bought Mega Man X, the original ones. I bought the Legacy collections. I have them on emulator. I have them. I just can't get enough of Mega Man X. That's why. But Mega Man, it's just good. It's just fun. You should try it. The boss fights are much harder as well than Mega Man X. But, you know, we'll see about that. And at number 1, I forgot what number 1 is. What is number 1? Of course it's Zelda. How did I forget that? The Zelda series. How can I not love the Zelda series, the Zelda franchise? Why did I forget that? I was like, it's not the... I know it wasn't the Mario franchise. But yeah, the Zelda franchise. Of course, per Henmo. Jesus Christ. I mean, last year we played Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess. Wind Waker, Skyward Sword. And Skyward Sword was actually my first playthrough of it. And my God, I wasn't going to play it until it was recommended to me. And yeah, I'm very happy I did because that was a fun game. But what's to say about Zelda? The lore is great. Probably one of the only games I care for the story. I love the timelines, the way they play out. I'm more of a 3D Zelda game kind of guy, though. I'm not a fan of the 2D Zeldas. But the 3D ones are awesome. I love them. I never played Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. I don't intend to. I'll be honest. When you start adding weapon breaking and stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. That's not Zelda to me. I just wanna do dungeons, do bosses, and have fun. That's all I really want. I don't need an open world. I just need. I'm very fine with a linear game, and that's what the Zelda series give. You get your weapon, you get your stuff before, and then you keep moving you go to the dungeon, get the weapon, and then you have to use the gimmick to beat the boss. That's always gonna be hell. The music you hear this morning comes from Game Chops, which I have to put in the description after. I forgot, but it's all Zelda music right now. I don't know if you can hear it well enough. I didn't want to put it too loud, but I love everything about Zelda, the Zelda games. Except, like I said, the 2D, the way that the fighting happens in 2D. But the 3D games, I love everything about them. Although Wind Waker, I always shit on because it's my least favorite. And Skyward Sword is definitely number 4. But to be fair, Skyward Sword has been compared to Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Twilight Princess. The level of game is very high, so you get compared to that, you have to be some kind of awesome game, right? Zelda series, it's always a win. I have not yet somebody that doesn't love something about the Zelda series. It's just that good. When's the Zelda movie coming out? That's my question, Nintendo. When's the Zelda movie? We had the Zelda cartoon. Excuse me, princess. Which is unironically, I was like, I don't know what, 5 to 6 years old. That's when I knew I would love damsel in distress kind of thing. Not gonna lie. That's that one scene where she gets grabbed by like a tentacle. I was like, that awoken something in me that day. Those neurons activated. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. Not yet. We have the waifus later on. So let's move on to the next slide. Top 5 viewer requested games. There you go. That's the one we're gonna talk about now. So those were requested by viewers in chat, Discord. I would not have played them if they were not requested. And I was like, all right, because usually I will and I will not play them, depending if it piqued my interest. These one did, and you know what? They worked. They really, really worked. So at number 5, Portal 2. Now, Portal 2 is a fun puzzle game. Infuriating because I'm bad at puzzles, but that was, I think, Jimmy but better requested that one. He was like, hey, you want to play Portal 2? And I was like, hey, I got it. I bought it for like $1, and I played Portal 1, so I figured, you know what, why not Portal 2? There was a multiplayer mode which I wanted to play, but then I discovered it was too random, so we didn't do it. The humor in Portal 2 was great. Loved it. I loved the puzzles were more fun. The new mechanics were great, especially the ones with the goo on the floor. One makes you jump high, one makes you go fast, one makes you make portals everywhere. Those were really fun. If you can get this one on sale, don't buy it at full price, obviously. Highly recommend this one. It's pretty good. The 2 Portal games are pretty good. Portal 1 is very short. Portal 2 is much longer. At least twice the length. So if you're gonna buy one, get Portal 2. Get Portal 2. Anyway, there's a tutorial at the start. You'll figure it out. At number 4, Resident Evil 4. I wasn't gonna play that because I played it back in the day, but Bureka was like, hey, you wanna play Resident Evil 4? And I was like, yeah, it's on sale for $5. I played the original. I didn't play the remake because let's be honest, the remake was $25. The Resident Evil 4 on PC was $5. So I bought it on PC for $5. I put a quality of life mod on it, and it was perfect. It's a fun game. The story's great. Leon is actually a badass in that game. I blew myself up a few times. I got crushed to death a few times. I love everything about this one game. Ada Wong, Ada Wong shows up with her dress. Why are you on a mission with a revealing dress? I'll never know, but not complaining. We got some nice shots out of that. But yeah, I highly recommend it. If you play one Resident Evil, I'd say 4 is definitely the best one. 7 is the scariest one. But 7 is 7 is comically short. If you take out all the unskippable cutscenes, you have about an hour and a half of gameplay. There's nothing. 7 is way too short. Resident Evil 4, you get more for your buck. Much more for your buck. You have more modes that you can play as well, like challenges. You don't really have that in 7. You have DLCs, but I don't intend to play them. At number 3, Skyward Sword. Again, I was not going to play Skyward Sword. I think it's Hydra that said, oh, you should play. Tell me when you play Skyward Sword. Tell me when you want to play it. I go, Skyward Sword did not interest me at all. It did not interest me at all. And you know what? I was wrong. This was a very fun game to play. It was a very fun. We dubbed it the Quest of Link's Libido at some point because we're just chasing Zelda's poon the whole time. We're about to have sex on that statue, and she got kidnapped. That idiot. That's how it starts. That's how it started. And we just how far Link went just to get some. That and everything about this game is pretty fun. The flying's actually done well. I think better than the boats, the boat riding in Wind Waker. The fighting, now okay. This game was made for the Wii. I played it with the Switch with a controller, so that the fighting was a bit weird, but no, it worked pretty well. I did not understand one of the Gira him fights. I still beat it. Still don't know how I did it, but I beat him. Like I said, I love, this is the first one chronologically in the timeline. And I love me some lore. I love me a prequel. I love me an origin story. This is it. This was well done. Overall, this was well done. I love how they start in the sky and they're like, let's just live down here. We wanna explore the bottom world. The world on the ground. Alright, cool. Let's stay here. So we also had Impa. Jesus Christ, Impa. Don't tug my feelings like that next time, you bastard. Highly recommend this one if you've never played it. It's worth it. Even with a controller and you have to hit with a joystick. That's why there's a lot of my shorts where I blow myself up on bombs because I'm trying to turn the camera but I forget to press L. So I just end up hitting the bomb and blowing myself up. That's always nice. Slow start. It is slow to start. It is very, very slow to start. I think it's something almost like 3 hours before I was like, okay, this is good now. But I'll say this, the 4 hours went by fast because I streamed for 4 hours and it went by fast, but that's a slow start. And in between dungeons, that's the weak part of this game is before the dungeon, it's very tedious. But yeah, great dungeons, absolutely. Absolutely great dungeons. Great story, great dungeons. Love the lore. Most of the boss fights are really fun as well, except one. We'll see later. And yeah, highly recommend. I highly recommend, but it is tedious in between. Also get the drops in the ghost world or whatever. That could have been. That could have not be a thing. I would have been okay with it. But yeah, it is what it is. Number 2, Days Gone. Oh, we talked about this earlier, but Days Gone was requested and bought for me by Boreku, gifted. And I had a great time with this game. I had a fun time. I do want to play it again, but if I would, I'd do a new game plus because I don't want to lose my guns. But the story carries this game more than the gameplay. That's one of the few games I'd say watch the story, you'll be well served. The gameplay is just meh. It's okay. It's a Resident Evil kind of mechanic. You run around, you shoot. Riding the bike is fun. Like I said earlier, riding the bike is super fun. Plus, you get all the character interactions while you're on the bike on the walkie-talkies. So that's a nice way to put it, I thought. It doesn't make you like kind of like JRPGs where you just sit there and you have to listen to everything that's happening. Nah, this one's like, look, go to your next objective and we'll talk along the way. And that, I thought I was done perfectly for that. Yeah, I'm not going to talk too long about Days Gone because I already did, but I recommend that. If you love story-driven games, this is it. If you don't love story-driven games, don't buy it, because that's a story game. That's a story game, and yeah, pretty fun. Number 1, the Crash Bandicoot series. That was requested by Bureku back when I started, and I gotta say, pretty good. No more slow JRPGs on the list. Need more slow JRPG. I love slow games once in a while. That's why I play Crosscode. I love the slower type of games as well, but not all the time. Not all the time. There's a few ones that I love to play 2 times a week. Crosscode, I'm not sure. I would play Crosscode 2 times a week, but because it's really long. It's a really long game, and it would go faster. But yeah, we're not there yet. I still have to do Grim Dawn, which is like a Diablo 2 game. I don't know what I'm gonna put that in. But the Crash Bandicoot games, that was requested, and as I've said before, this is a great game. I cannot say too many good things about Crash Bandicoot. Like, the controls work fine. The platforming's fun. The character's funny. Just buy it. Just buy it and play it. But I don't like platformers. You don't have to like platformers. It's just fun. The music is also very catchy. The bosses aren't very difficult, per se. So that's a bit of a letdown. But you don't die because the game is cheap. You die because you die. That's the one thing I like. I don't like when you get punished for, oh, well, it's your first time here, die now. I like when you die because you missed your inputs. And that's what Crash Bandicoot, you miss your inputs, you die. That's it. Like, nothing is comes too fast or too surprising to stop you and kill you. So that I like games like that are fair. All right, let's move on to the next. Oh, so the next 2 goes together. We got the top 5 worst bosses and the top 5 best bosses back to back. Okay, so we start with the worst bosses. These are game where we focus on boss fighting, like Dark Souls, not Dark Souls, Elden Ring, and Hollow Knight and stuff like that. Like, which one of the worst boss? So we're gonna start with the worst bosses, and which one of the best bosses? There's gonna be some Grand Blue Fantasy Relic in there and all that. So the first one, number 5, No Eyes from Hollow Knight. This fight is just boring. She's just standing there singing, and there's some ghosts going on left to right, up and down, and you just beat it. And even in the refight, that's supposed to be harder. We added spikes. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. She's just a shit boss to fight. The song she sings is boring. Is just, you just want to beat her fast, and you do, because there's nothing fun about this boss. Sadly, it's the only bad boss fight in the game is No Eyes, and it's not because it's difficult. It's because it's just boring. There's nothing to it. There's nothing to it. You can see it's on my channel in one of the videos. You see the No Eyes fight, and it's like, yeah, I can see why it's boring. There's nothing else. I got nothing to say about that. That's how bad it is. I have nothing to say because that's the whole fight. You hit it a few times, it teleports, you chase it, you beat it, you back, rinse and repeat, just dodge the ghosts while this one sings. That's it. That's the whole fight. That's the whole fight. So that's it. And number 4, The Imprisoned, the second encounter. Oh my god, dude, The Imprisoned. I could not. And on my controller, the X and Y is inverted because Nintendo is the only one that's not the same as the other ones. I kept pressing the wrong button. We did it on the first try, but Jesus Christ, man. What a terrible fight. The way it slams the ground, it knocks you off. You have to aim with douchebag, red hair guy to knock him down, to knock this one off. And then it blocks you, so you have to go around. He gets up. You took too much time. Oh, Jesus. That was terrible for that. That was terrible for that. I did not enjoy that fight at all. That big avocado. The third one was actually better. The third one was much faster, much easier. But the second one, I did not enjoy at all. I thought this was the worst boss fight of the game. One of the worst boss fight of the year. But Redmo, what's up, Heaven? How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. How are you doing on this slime-tastic Sunday fun day? So yeah, this one, The Imprisoned, not great at all. Number 3, The Crucible Knight in Elden Ring. Oh my god. The Evergoal, specifically the Evergoal. The Evergoal is in Limgrave. It's in one of the first sections of the game, and you go there, and then this asshole shows up. Crucible Knights are more difficult than Malenia. That is, for me, I can't figure out for the life of me how to beat these guys. I beat them, but man, I raged the whole time. They can't really be staggered. They don't take much damage. I always play physical as well, without any effects like bleed or poison. To me, they're the worst. They're the absolute worst. I always get my ass kicked. Even if I win, like, I have like no HP at the end. Every time. It's awful. Their armor is pretty good though. Like, their armor is pretty good even though it's super heavy, but yeah, I wouldn't You just succeeded in making a Napoleon roll cake Halloween theme. Nice, nice. Congratulations. Congratulations. Post it in the food for slime on the Discord. So Crucible Knights, definitely that one's the quote unquote boss, because when you meet them later, they're still pretty hard and they can still fuck you up. I don't like that. I don't like. There's one time you fight 2 of them at the same time. Oh god. Worst thing ever. Number 2, the Demon of Hatred from Sekiro. I hate that guy. That guy took me over an hour to do. I had to watch a video on how to do it. Upgrade a whistle. Upgrade a whistle, and then that's how I beat it. That guy doesn't belong. See, I think that's what they did. They put like Malenia in Elden Ring, and they put Demon of Hatred in Sekiro just to fuck with people. Because that's an Elden Ring kind of boss. That's not or a Dark Souls boss. It's not a Sekiro boss. I hated everything. That guy made me rage. He's got 2 or 3 phases. And by God, if I raged. I raged so hard at that guy. I still got PTSD from... If I replay Sekiro, which I probably will, to get the 3rd ending, I'm not fighting this guy. We're skipping him. We're absolutely skipping him. I don't care. Call me a bitch. I'll be the bitch today. I'm not fighting him. Oh, I hate him. Even though Halloween is still far away, I have Halloween mood every time. That's okay. No problem with that. Some people are Christmas all year long. Some people are Halloween all year long. No problem with that. And number 1, Lucilius from Grand Blue Fantasy Reeling. I hate that guy. The boss fight is not great. A lot of people complain about how fast he attacks. That's not the problem. The problem is there's like 3 minutes of cutscenes that are absolutely useless to the fight. They bring nothing. Like, you could just skip it and it wouldn't change anything. For them, for the devs, this was a way to finish the story that they were telling, I guess, from other games. But I don't care. Like one time, he uses his final attack, and then the other guy, Sandalfo, he comes and uses final attack to counter. And that's it. That's like the whole thing. That's the whole thing. That's 3 minutes. That's like 30 seconds right there. And it's... Why did we see that? Like, it looks cool once, but then you can't skip them. I think they made them skippable eventually, but also you could fit at some point. You get farmed enough, you can skip them. You can just kill him before he triggers them. But it just took away 3 minutes of cutscenes. I counted. We counted. It's like, I don't want to play that. That killed. This guy was so bad. I stopped playing the game, and I've never touched it again. That guy killed the game. Absolutely did. That's the one reason if I found one reason not to recommend it, would be this guy and the story. I said don't play Grand Blue Fantasy Reeling for 2 things: the story, because it sucks, and this boss fight. Everything else is awesome. The music, the abilities, everything feels great, but fighting this guy sucks. Fighting this guy sucks. And some hardcore fans were like, I can look at this every time. Yeah, give yourself a few days. It's pretty boring. So let's move on to the top 5 best bosses. Enough negativity. Let's go to the best bosses that I've seen this year. My personal top 5, obviously. So at number 5, Proto Bahamut from Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Now, this guy has some unskippable cutscenes as well. But they fit the fight. You know, he changes form. He uses a powerful attack that you have to dodge, else it's a one-hit KO. He undoes his restraints. You know, there's stuff happening. And this is the one you fight to get your legendary weapon. The terminal weapons, which are the best weapons in the game. You have to grind him, and if you have a party, you can beat it pretty fast, but it's just, it's fun. It's a fun fight. It's a very easy grindable fight, unlike Lucilius. This should have been the last fight as far as I'm concerned. This was a great fight. I enjoyed every second of that. I played with viewers. We had a party. We had parties going on with like 4 people. And we just grinded for like an hour and a half to 2 hours on stream. This was fun. I absolutely had a great time doing that boss. He needs, although whichever character you use, it's most likely going to be the last weapon you unlock. Because, you know, casual RNG luck for everybody. Oh, God. But it's so much fun. It's a very easy fight. It's short. I mean, the fight can be faster than Lucilius' fucking cutscenes I mentioned earlier. The music is great also. So that helps a lot. And the fight is very gimmicky, but it's not complicated once you get the hang of it. At number 4, Nightmare King Grim from Hollow Knight. God, I love this fight. This fight, it looks so intimidating at first because it comes so fast. And then you get used to it, and then you start dodging, and it's just a fun fight. This fight is great. The music, again, didn't hear the music because I didn't want to get copyright claimed. But apparently the music's awesome. The fight itself, it's super fast paced. You learn how to dodge it. You learn how to dodge its skills. You learn how to counter. I suggest, for me, I'm more of a normal attack user than a spell user. So always get strength, get the longer reach with the nail. And this fight's slightly easier, but it's still very, very hard. Probably not one of the hardest fights in the game also. The only thing that's harder is like Radiance number 2 and the Hollow Knight kind of guy to beat. This one's pretty fun though. Highly recommend. Try it out. You'll make it. It's hard, but it's doable. Number 3, Ganondorf for Twilight Princess. Now, is it the hardest Ganondorf? No, probably not. But I love the feel. It's an arena. You're surrounded by invisible walls, and it's a duel against Ganondorf. I love that. I love that it's a duel. Although once we figured out the way to do it, it's very simple. I just love the fact that you have a duel against the biggest, baddest guy in Zelda. I can't speak enough of that. The music, I never noticed the music, so I can't talk about it. But the way the fight goes, it's so much fun. You just have Zelda watch it on the side as usual, but it's fun. It's a duel. You have a duel with the final boss after you had a fight on horseback. With Zelda shooting her arrows at him. That's so much fun. Twilight Princess in general is a great game. It's in my top 3 Zeldas for a reason, and this guy deserves to be in the top 3 spots. At number 2, the Sisters of Battle, also called probably the Mantis Lords, but the Sister of Battle is the harder version of the Mantis Lords. Instead of having 1 and then 2 coming at you, you have all 3 coming at you at once. It is super fast paced, very difficult to do. As you can see my face there, that's a screenshot from the... I'm very focused there. This one is my favorite fight of the game. It is just fast. And you can't like dodge a lot. You have to dodge barely enough so you don't fall into spikes. and they just move very fast. So you have to react. Either it's a downward slash, a side slash. They're throwing stuff. At some point, they're throwing their discs, and as you dodge it, the one's coming from the top. It's very fast paced, very fun though. Very fun though. I enjoyed that. To beat it, I used a strength, longer nail, and speed attack where you can attack faster to give me a chance. Because my god, this fight goes fast. Definitely, this was the high note of the game. This was worth doing Pantheon 5 just for this fight. Absolutely. And at number 1, I don't even know what my number 1 is. Yes, I do. I just remembered. I just remembered the number 1. Ishin the Sword Saint from Sekiro. That fight is so cool. It made me rage the first time. I had a hard time doing it. I had a hard time understanding how to do it. Because the difficulty spike with the other fights is very high. But, nah man, Ishin is a really fun fight to do. We even did the Demon Bell Charmless, which means you have to do E hits harder. And you can't block. You can't spam block. You have to do like near frame perfect blocks. Well, perfect blocks, but it's not frame perfect, but you have to do perfect blocks. Parries, I mean, or you get damaged. This is the best boss fight I've ever seen. It's a sword fight with a samurai. Just so good. Is it a samurai or shinobi? It's more a shinobi, right? Although he looks like... No, he has a samurai helmet. There's gotta be a... It's so good. He pops out his spear. Ah, man. It was so difficult, but it's so much fun. If you've never seen it, watch a video of the fight. Like somebody who's really good at it. You have people that can do like the flips over him. I don't. I use more like the I think I used the umbrella in the second fight. I was like, I'm just gonna block with the umbrella. A bit cheap, yeah, but you know what? It's easier that way. You have to play with the distance also. It's a rhythm game. They say Sekiro is a rhythm game. Like the first phase, you go 1, 2, he blocks, block, block. Then you block or dodge. And then you can get an attack in. So it's block. It's attack, attack, block, attack, attack, block, attack, attack, block. That's how I do it. And then you have to stay close to him, but not too close. So he uses his spear. And you can Mikiri counter him. It's very... If he prepares a spin, you have to jump over it. It's difficult. It is so hard. If you miss your timing, just use the umbrella. This is the best boss fight. This makes me want to play Sekiro again. As much as Demon of Hatred doesn't make me want to play it, the Sword Saint makes me want to play it again. Alright, next one. Top 5 action games. Ooh, that should be a fun one. Now, why did I consider action games? I hope SMG4 brings back Mr. Puzzles. SMG4. What is SMG4? What's up, Mark? How are you doing today? Welcome. How are you doing on this slime-tastic Sunday fun day? But I have a blank. I have a SMG. I have Metal Gear. I can only think of Metal Gear Solid, but that's MGS. SMG4 brings back Mr. Puzzles. I'm not sure I know what this is. Super Mario game? No. God damn it. I don't know. I'm fucking up. Alright, number 5. Top action games. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Like I said, the action. This is the high point of the game. The fighting. The explosions. The skills. The super arts. Just the way it plays. Man, I've talked a lot about Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. But I'm just repeating myself at this point. But that is why it's in the top 5. Because it's just so much fun to play. Like I said, story sucks though. Story sucks. Action. And the stages are okay though. The stages are, you just run around until you meet the next fight. But the post game is where it's at. When you do like fight after fight after fight after fight after fight. You just fight bosses. That's all you do. That's what I like. Okay, number 4. Cuphead. Oh yeah, Cuphead. That was given to me by that was gifted by Wanji, actually. Now Cuphead, that took me by surprise also, because I thought it was a run and gun with some bosses. It's the opposite. It's a lot of bosses with uh, some run and gun, and my god, is it so much fun. It's very difficult, especially the one where you fight the cow. The cow was very difficult for me, probably the hardest one. The devil was also pretty difficult. The chef, obviously. But I enjoyed most of the boss fight in this game. It's really, really fun. If you never played that, highly recommend. Highly recommend Cuphead. I had a blast. I'm definitely gonna play Cuphead again eventually. You liked raging at that game. That was good rage though. That was good rage. It's not like you know what the 5 disappointing game, that was bad rage. Conquer is bad for the Tomb Raider is also bad rage, where I just absolutely raged. And I'm not even having fun doing it. Mega Man yesterday I raged, but I had fun. Cuphead is the same boat. I raged when I rage, but it's a fun rage. Like I have a good time. And Cuphead has everything going on. It's an absolute masterpiece of a game. Highly recommend. Number 3, Sekiro, obviously, right? Did you ever play Lagoon on the SNES? I don't know. I played Bahamut Lagoon back in the day, but I don't know what Lagoon is. I don't know what that is. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. I mean, is there any surprises here? The first, the guy that had the best boss. That monk is a bitch. I hate that monk. But I hate that monk. But yeah, Sekiro, come on. I'm not a parry type of guy. I'm more of a big sword dodge, like play with a great sword. But Sekiro has this one thing that's just once you start getting into like all the thing, I can parry stuff properly. This game becomes so much more fun. And yeah, so it deserves a spot. It deserves its spot as the number 3. Absolutely. Fuck, I love this game. It's so much fun. The story again, not so much. Not so much. I don't care. I don't care for Kuro, the kid. I don't care at all. But man. Yeah, this one's a must. And it goes on sale for half price. So if you can get it, that's a steal. That's an absolute steal. No, not Bahamut. So I'll have to check out what Lagoon is. I'll have to check out what Lagoon is first. All right, number 2. Hollow Knight, obviously. So many bosses. I don't think there's anything I hated about Hollow Knight besides farming money for the charms. And most of the charms are useless, let's be honest. But yeah, I don't think farming money is a bitch in that game. You really have to go everywhere to farm money. That's the one thing that's really, really bad. If you want unbreakable strength. But other than that, everything else in this game is just awesome. I loved every second of it. I absolutely did. I now recommend this game to everybody. Play it. Do yourself a favor, just play it. It's super fun. Number 1, Mega Man X2. Was there any doubt? Was there any doubt about Mega Man X being on the top 1? Mega Man X2 is my favorite of the series. I love the boss fights. I love the stages. I love the weapons. I love the music. I love the Shoryuken is the coolest move in Street Fighter. And you get it in this game. You have the Maverick. You can choose to save 0 sparts or not save 0 sparts. I suggest you don't because it's a hassle. And it's an extra 15 minutes. Even if you succeed, it's so long to do. Everything else is just the robot designs are pretty cool after like animals. No, Mega Man X2 is my favorite for a reason. It's also the one I played the most, so that's why I do it the fastest of all 3 Mega Man X that I play. Don't like the fat guy though, the fat robot that we see here. That guy can kill you even with all the upgrades if you're not careful. If you're not careful, he can kill you. This one's an idiot. The one with the sword. He's much harder on the first version than the second one. The second one, you can literally tank every hit he shoots at you and just shoot the mines up and you're gonna kill him. And this one, just Dr. Gero. It's just Dr. Gero. Let's be honest. The Sigma fight is also cool. You fight Wolverine Sigma, and then you fight Virus Sigma, and you don't need to hit a tiny ass target like the other Mega Man X1 and X3, where you have to hit a small target. You can just hit him. Of course, if you the final part, you have to hit him with either the chain or a fully charged Buster. So you do need the upgrades, but if you have the Shoryuken, this is trivial. If you can do it. If you're me, it's a 50-50 toss-up at that point. If there's one Mega Man X, and you start with a dash. Unlike Mega Man X where you don't have the dash, Mega Man X2 you have the dash right off the bat. And the intro stage is a fucking blast to do. I love it. It's not long, it's like a minute. But it's alright. Alright, next. Top 5 platformer games. Now we're getting to my jam, the platformers, right? That's why I have a day per week where I just say I want to play a platformer game. Which is why we played the Mega Man games, we played the Mega Man X games, and soon we're gonna play the Crash Bandicoot next week. Platformers is my jam, much more than any other games. Especially that game here. Fucking Tomb Raider. On number 5, Spyro 2. Spyro 2 is my favorite Spyro. By far. It's an upgrade on Spyro 1. It's not as janky and as infuriating as Spyro 3. That's the main point. But everything about Spyro 2 is much better than the other games. The music is better, the playstyle is better, the story is actually also better. You have more character developments, you have new characters. And Spyro 3, you also have to play with different characters, which aren't really great to play with. On Spyro 2, you just meet them, you talk to them, you have fun with them. Spyro 2 is definitely the ultimate Spyro game. You also have, what's it called? The Super Flame. Everything's good. You have flying stages, which I don't think you have in Spyro 1, but you do have in Spyro 2 where you fly, which makes sense. You know, you're a freaking dragon with wings. Just want to point that out. Oh, man. So much fun. Spyro's fun. Just do it. On number 4, Crash Bandicoot 2. Again, Crash is always rated better than Spyro, right? But that's Kodak Strikes Back is the best one as well. You get better upgrades. You start sliding in this game, which speeds up your gameplay. There's not as many hidden things. You can't get the secret ending without doing all the time trials, unlike Crash Bandicoot 3 where you have to do time trials and stuff. So Crash Bandicoot 2 is definitely the better for me. Crash Bandicoot, unlike the first one and the third one. And the third one has the races. God, the races suck. Crash Bandicoot 2 just has fun stages. I like the way the overworld works as well. You just go up and down from a platform. You kind of like ascend towards the end. That's pretty cool. I think it's a cool concept. Just get the Insane Trilogy. You're going to be well served, though. You're going to be well served. Just like Spyro 2. Just get the Reignited Trilogy. You'll be fine. You'll be well served. You'll get your money's worth. On number 3, A Hat in Time. Like I said, this game surprised me. It's a 3D platformer. The music's alright. The humor's great. The way the platforming works and the upgrades with the hats you use can make the game even better, depending on your playstyle. Get the Yakuza Metro DLC. I don't recommend the Seal the Deal DLC. It's tedious. It's very, you're just in a boat. You go up and down the boat. And it's meh. Even the last, I couldn't wait to be done with that. But the Yakuza Metro one's awesome. It's pretty good. Even the chase at the end is great. The final boss is actually very cool in this game. And if you do the challenges, apparently it's even so much chaotic and so much more difficult. I don't do stuff that is considered very, very difficult. Just for the sake of it, like this. Hey, don't get hit, or hey, don't lose. Hey, don't do this. Like, come on, I don't want to do that. Like, just Just let me play the game. Just let me play the game well. Number 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Oh, come on. How can you not love this game? That one hits everything. The nostalgia, the music's great. It's short. I can do it in an hour. The final boss is a bitch, though. I think I'd have to rework on my timing with it, but yeah. Well, that's the game that got me into the Sonic franchise. And now I see my nephew that's 6 years. He's going on 6 years old, and he's a huge Sonic fan, just like I was at his age. And I'm like, my God, they're really hitting two different generations with that character. I didn't see Sonic 3 though. I need to see that movie when it comes out on digital release. Because going to the theater is just too expensive. I don't care for $30 for a movie. It's too much. But Sonic 2, man, what's not to love about Sonic 2? Even when you unlock Super Sonic, that's the first time I don't think you unlock it. Can you unlock it in Sonic 1? I think you do. I think you get Super Sonic in. But in 2, that's when the first time I saw him, and that blew my mind as a kid. That absolutely blew my mind. They look so cool. Yeah, what's up? I'm back. Hey, what's up, James? How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. You're doing good on its Slime-tastic Sunday Fun Day. We're doing good as well. We're just checking top 5 of games right now. I think we're getting close to the end. I think we're getting close. I think we got puzzles and then waifus. We're getting close to the waifus, which is the last one. But hey, welcome. Welcome, welcome. It's the 1-year anniversary stream, so that's all the games we played during the year. I'm just making top 5 of this. I thought it'd be fun. I thought it'd be fun to do. Right? Number 1. Super Mario Wonders. I had a blast. This game is so much more fun than people give it credit for. Of all the platforms I played this year, this one's really fun. Sadly, I injured my finger that day. Like I got like a massive cramp. I couldn't move my finger, and then at night I overstretched it, and that gave me troubles. To this day, I think I don't even use my index to press the R button. Yeah, it's an awesome way university. Thank you, James. Thank you. This game is just crazy. It's an acid trip, is what it is. Super Mario Bros. Wonder was fun. Absolutely. The music is fun. The story, no, nobody cares. It's a Mario story. Let's be honest. Nobody cares. But the platforming was tight. The way the different characters play is great. Daisy was in it. That's the weird addition. The badges made the game fresh. The Wonder Seed for me was the high point of the game. The Wonder Seed were really awesome. I hope that's what Mario's about. It's just silly. It needs to be. It needs to be. 100%ing that game. I don't think I 100%ed it. No, I didn't. I missed one flower coin, but I couldn't redo the last level. Like I said, because of my hand. It cramped up too much. Sadly, that it is what it is. But man, is it fun. This one I recommend. This one I paid, it's expensive though. 80 bucks Canadian, so 70 USD for a game. It's a bit too expensive, but man, I have fun. I have fun with that game. I think I did 3 playthroughs so far of it. 1 on stream, 2 offline when I got him the first year. So I recommend this game. This game is just pure fun. If you play games just to play like adult games, you're an idiot. This is great. This is pure fun. It's silly. Hey, Brad Murphy. Hey, thank you, Flash. Welcome. How you doing today, Flash? On this Slime-tastic Sunday Fun Day. How you doing? So yeah, I highly recommend Super Mario Wonders. It's really fun. If you 100% it, all this white becomes black. That's it. That's what you get for 100%ing the game. You get nothing. So you can do it, but keep in mind you get really nothing for it. Next, top 5 puzzle games. I hate puzzles. I'm bad at them. It's rage. It's making me rage. I'm very dumb at puzzles. But we did play a couple games that I considered to have some puzzles at least. You have pure puzzle games, and we have game where there's puzzles in them. I counted them in there because else that wouldn't be a top 5. That wouldn't be a top 5 at all. You could just woke up from a bunch. Hey, thank you, Flash. Thank you for being here. So, on number 5, we got Soma. Now, Soma is not... There's a couple puzzles in there. It's not much. It's not like a pure puzzle. It's more of an atmospheric horror game, which, you know, it got me. At first, it got me because it was... fuck. Excuse me. If you look at the back of that game, Sega Genesis, it says Sonic 2 was a teen rating game. There's no blood, gun. It's because you can drown, I think. I think it's the drowning. Your character can drown. And you destroy robots, I guess. Or animals are enslaved and imprisoned. That could be why. That could be, I think that's it. That's why it's rated teen. Soma though is a very fun game. Like it's very philosophical. Like what is consciousness? What is a human? At first the atmosphere, the horror gets me, and then after that is, are you scared of the ocean really? Because you're deep inside an ocean. And yeah, it's a very fun game. If you've never played it, the story's worth it. The discussion's worth it. The way it ends is kind of a letdown. There's only one way. It's the only game I have 100% achievements, because just by playing the game you get them. That's really it. It goes on sale for like $5, so give yourself a shot. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. You'll probably be satisfied with that. And number 4, Portal 2. I mean, obviously I said Portal 2 was the best Portal. That's a pure puzzle game. It's really fun. Highly recommend. It goes on sale frequently, and it's basically free at this point. Give it a go. Give it a go. Even if you don't like puzzles like me, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth the playthrough. It's really fun. You're gonna have a great time, okay? You're gonna have a great time. It's not that complicated. There is no gun. I mean, come on, Sega, you don't have to put... Oh, yeah, no, there is guns in this game. Robotnik shoots lasers. Robotnik shoots lasers. So that could be considered a gun. See, that could be it. That could be it, James. Sonic EXE. Yeah, Sonic EXE was not a scary thing that became a phenomenon for some reason. I still don't get why. I still don't get why. Number 3, Song of Horror. Song of Horror. Now that is a scary ass game. I was shitting my pants the whole time. Crap. I recommend this game if you're a fan of horror games. Although the game is mainly find something to do something else. And it's just how it keeps going. There's a lot of puzzles in there. And I misspelled Song of Horror. I wrote Song of Horror. You can tell how great my spelling is. I thought I checked everything. Apparently I can't read. But now this game is surprisingly fun. I love the fact that death is permanent. So if you lose a character that's only in the chapter 1, it doesn't affect anything. But if you lose a character that's supposed to be in chapter 2, then that character is not there anymore. So you basically, instead of having like 4 or 5 lives, you have 1 less. So that's all right. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's a fun... the ending was kind of fucked up, though. The ending was kind of fucked up. But overall, I recommend this game. This game also is very good. It's very slow paced, but it's a good Halloween game to play. Number 2, Twilight Princess. There's some puzzles in Twilight Princess. There's some puzzles on Twilight Princess. And you know what? I just wanted a Zelda game to be there. I just wanted to... that's what I really, really wanted. I wanted a Zelda game to be there, but there's some puzzles in there to do. And if I'm going to put a Zelda game, I'm going to put one with that, because Ocarina of Time doesn't really have puzzles, neither does Majora's Mask. So Twilight Princess, I think, is a good fit. It's a good fit to put as a puzzle game, even though it's not technically a puzzle game. Top 3 Zelda game. Great music. Best Link in the series as well. He's the only one that's actually manly. Also, don't play Sonic one last round because it has brutal death scene, it destroys your PC. Really? Really? You remember watching Twilight Princess on your stream? Well, we had a good time. Sadly, it was cut short because of the... whatchamacallit, Halloween was coming up and I had a whole month worth of game. Next year, this year I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do a whole month of Halloween, maybe 2 weeks. 10 days to 2 weeks. Because a month is long. A month is really, really long. I don't want to do all that. Okay. Number 1, we got We Punch Out. Now, this is a puzzle game through and through. There's no way... okay, you have to figure out the pattern, figure out the timings, figure out the tells. This is a puzzle. Figure out the opponent's puzzle. How do you beat him? How do you do this? And then you win. I saw some of your Twilight Princess stream. Not much. Nah, not much because you wake up late. Well, you wake up late for me. You wake up at like... you're early, actually. Usually you're here like an hour and a half later. So I'm happy to see you here, Flash. I'm happy to see you here this morning. Punch Out, I consider Punch Out a puzzle game. You know, it's figuring out the patterns. Figure out how the opponents move, their tells, and then move accordingly. Respond how it is. Even sometimes on the attack, like title defense on Bald Bull is a bitch for that. You have to figure out stuff. So Punch Out is an absolute puzzle game, and We Punch Out is the best one of the Punch Outs. Then is the NES version, and then is the SNES. I didn't really like the SNES version, not gonna lie. That's why that's why I cut it short. That's why I went to play Marvel Rivals. Because I was pretty done. I was kind of done with it. I was like, meh, we're good. We're good here. But this one is an absolute play. Play this one. This one you're gonna love. It's slightly easier because of the red flash before opponents attack. But it's also harder because some of the gimmicks, man. And the timings are just so rough. Glass Joe getting his ass punched here. It's always funny. It's always funny. Oh, man. So that's it for the puzzle games. Next, top 5 retro games. I'm excluding Mega Man X. Okay? The Mega Man X trilogy. Because else it'd be 1, 2, 3 would be Mega Man X. 2, 1, and 3, and then there'd be 2 more games. That's it. So I'm excluding Mega Man X to be in this category. I think that's why Eggman shoots lasers, so that means it's the gun. Like the moon. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's why. Alright, number 5. Super Mario Brothers on the NES. Now this game... well, forget how bad the art is. This game is super... it has no story. It's just the princess got kidnapped. Go save the princess. That's it. That's the whole game. Compared to modern games, it's slippery. Like Mario feels slippery, but the controls are still very fine. The game is relatively short. It's just fun. I don't need a big story in video games. All I need is this. Move to the right and jump. That's all I really need. That's all I really want to do. It's a fun game. This is, if you... pretty much everybody played this game. If you haven't, you're missing out. This is the daddy of platformers. Well, what about Donkey Kong? Donkey Kong wasn't really a platformer game. It was more like of a rhythm type of thing. You had some platforming, but it sucked because if you fall too much down, you die, and you didn't have a big margin of error. This one's the original Mario game, and I still have fun to this day. We played it a couple of weeks ago, right? We played it a couple of weeks ago. I had a blast. I keep saying I'm gonna go with GoldenEye 07 now. It's alright. You do you, James. You do you. So, Mario Brothers, number 5. Number 4, Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistrals. Now, this is the prequel in this. This is like, I think, chronologically the first game in the series. And I had a blast. I loved that JRPG. The combat is not as high intensity as other like action RPGs we get today, but the story's great, the music is awesome, the combat's okay. It's not animated or anything. It's just your character's moving, you see a slash happen. The way it works is cool also. Like if you use an AoE spell, the damage is split between enemies. So you don't deal like 100 damage to all of them, you'll deal 25. I think that's a cool way to do it. So you're not overpowered in terms of magic. The story, the ending always gets me. It's a very emotional ending. I recommend for both the story and the gameplay. It's just fun. Plus, it's one of the first games where the enemies move when you move on the screen. So if you don't move, they don't move. So you have time to think, okay, how am I going to move this? This could have also counted as a puzzle game, by the way. I should have put that. I should have put that in the puzzle games. Probably. Because it has a lot of puzzles. There's one that I had to do offline using a guide. Because it's too complicated. Even with the guide, it was complicated. That's how bad it was. And you don't really get anything great out of it. So, that's it. Number 3, we got Contra. Well, Contra on the NES. What's to say? It's a run and gun, a shoot 'em up, whatever. It's very short. It's like 20 to 30 minutes. But it's so much fun. And it's very difficult. You like difficult games, that's the game to play. Use the Konami code. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. Start. Because you're going to have a bad time with just 3 lives. Unless you're a speedrunner. And you know the game by heart. If you're me, Konami code. We're good to go. Bosses aren't really... Bosses are really hard, too. Bosses are really hard. Except the last one. The last one's not that complicated. You just get rid of the monsters that spawn up top and bottom, and then you just shoot the heart. Yeah, not much to say about this game. It's just really fun. It's just pure fun. It's mindless shooting. Mindless shooting. Just shoot, boom, boom, boom. Move forward. Don't stop. Just like Mario Brothers. It's like Contra. Just move forward and don't stop. Move as fast as you go and don't stop. That's it. That's the key to these 2 games, really. Number 2, Chrono Trigger. Come on. The greatest masterpiece in video game history. Well, it's only number 2 because it's not my favorite game. But it is the greatest game on Super Nintendo. The greatest game of all time. This is it. Everything is great. The soundtrack is the best of any video game. The combat is interactive. You have dual tech, triple tech you unlock depending on who's in your party. Your party is interchangeable. You can save Chrono's life or not. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. You can beat Lavos the first time you meet him if you want. You don't have to. You don't have to lose the first time you meet him. Boss weaknesses are great. The combos, everything feels nice. There is nothing bad about this game that I feel, except that it's short for an RPG. It's 17 hours. 16 to 20 hours to 100%. Unless you don't know where you go, then it might be a bit longer, but it's not that long. That's the biggest. Everything people don't like about this game is a nitpick. Like it's not even that bad. I don't really care. Except that this guy's a dinosaur, so it should be lightning, but she's using fire. Whatever. She should be using lightning, but she doesn't have lightning because she's a fire. Plus she's water. How is she using fire? She's water. So the art is wrong, but you know what? The game is just great. The game is just awesome. This is a must play for anyone. Just the soundtrack alone. Just the soundtrack alone is worth it. It's just so good. GoldenEye 07 and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is still your favorite game. 2 of them are your favorite games. GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64 was something else. It really was something else for the time. For the time, it was great. I don't think I'd play it now, but it's very, very good. And number 1 retro games. Super Mario RPG, Legend of 7 Star. We just played this one. This is my favorite game on the Super Nintendo. This game blew my mind. An RPG about Mario when I was a kid. You use jumps to beat your enemies. You team up with Bowser. Gino is the most overrated character ever, though. Mallow is good in the remake. Not so good in the first one. Princess Peach is just OP in this game. Princess Peach, but this is my ultimate team as well. These 3 characters. I love everything about. I love the music. I love the action time. the action timed events in the battles. I love the enemies, the story, the humor. I this is an absolute play for me. This is a very short one though. This is a very, very short RPG. It's an entry point. You've never played an RPG? Start with this one. You're gonna have a great time. You're gonna play with a familiar face named Mario. You're gonna see if you like RPGs after that. Because most RPGs, I'll say this. For all the RPGs, I think this one does it best. New RPGs are too long. They're too complicated. They have too much crap. I just want to like level a skill and move on with my life. I don't want to like buy like 5 different upgrades, and you have to upgrade like 20 things in total because you have 5 skills, and you have to get 4 more for each of them. Oh god. Just make it simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just make it simple. And that's what this game is. It's simple. It's simple fun. That's what it is. So play it. You should play it. I played it. It's on stream. It's in the live section. Go for it. Alright, next. Memorable moments of stream. Oh, this is the moments that for me, my most memorable moments, the one that I found to be either achievements I've made, stuff I did that really marked me, that really like struck a chord with me. So, top 5 memorable moments on stream. Melania, the first try on my first ever playthrough of Elden Ring. I beat her. People thought I was gonna spend hours on her, and I just smacked the shit out of her. That was a fun one. Seeing the reaction on stream, people were freaking out. I actually had a lot of people that day too. Relatively to before, where it was like 1 or 2. We had a lot of people on chat. You can see it if you watch the fight. It's in the video section. And people are freaking out like, what the fuck? Yeah, I just kicked her ass on the first try. That was pretty happy about that. That was a fun moment when it happened. To this day, if I just use the Radon sword and a mimic, I'll just kick her ass. I think she's I think it's because people went there at low levels like a bunch of idiots, and instead of going to farm to discover more stuff, get better gear, they just went there at low level and they tried to do her. And it's an Elden Ring game. It's a Souls game. You learn the patterns, learn the attacks, and eventually you get an easier pattern and you'll beat the boss. That's usually how it goes. So it's not much of an achievement beating her, but I thought it was funny that everybody thought I'd be stuck there for hours, and I just, nah, that was fine. That was funny. Number 4, Days Gone. Oh yeah, so in Days Gone, there's this one cutscene. You see the final boss in the game, whatever. He's not much of a. You don't think much of it, but it's the final boss in the game, and during that cutscene, there's this fanatic guy, this religious fanatic guy, this general, and that cutscene is so good. I forgot I was streaming. I was just standing there, and after the cutscene, I'm like, oh shit, I'm streaming. And even Bureku was there, and he's like, I forgot you were streaming. Twitty was also there, and she was like, I almost died to a pig, because everybody, we were just glued to watching that one cutscene in Days Gone. That's why I say the story's awesome. The story is great, and that made my day when I saw that. I was like, man, wow, that's the first. Because I'm not very enthusiast to stories in video games, and that's why I say Days Gone is an oddity for me, because it just hit it. It just hit all the notes. And if it's to be ordered to get, I have to beat facility. You keep on dying, so you have to do a cheat code in the cheat menu. But you can't unlock it because you're raging. I don't. 007. It's a rage-inducing game. They were difficult, not because they were difficult, but because they weren't, made. They weren't great. They weren't made great. Forgot you was streaming. I forgot I was streaming. That's how good the cutscene is. Seriously, I forgot I was streaming. That cutscene made me forget I was streaming. That's why I say. I don't like stories a lot in video games, but this game This game has a story going on. Absolutely. Number 3, Skyward Sword, Link's libido moment. Okay, that one. Those cheats were unlocked. I bet. Now, that's how we started saying that Skyward Sword was Link's libido moment, right? It's you're at the start of the game, and Zelda removes her sailcloth that she gives to you so you can land like kind of a gliding thing. And we were joking, oh, we're about to get some, whatever. And then you're supposed to jump, and she's like, a real man would wait at the last moment. So I tried to do that, but I splattered on the floor. And then the second time I did it right. And the excuse was, well, you know, Link was excited, so all his blood was in his penis at that moment. So the head trauma from falling down brought the blood back in the head, so now we can play the game right. And that's how Link's libido started as the quest. That's because, and that's how the that's how it started. And that's just how we went from there. That's how Link became the most adventurous horny man in the history of gaming. Runaway is easy to unlock. DK mode, so the heads and arms weapons get big. Yeah. Okay, number 2. Sub 3 hours in Mega Man X trilogy. Oh, that was a great moment for me. That is a moment I enjoyed when I finally got the sub 3 hours. Playing all 3 Mega Man X1, X2, X3. And I finally got, I think I got like 2 hours and 52 minutes. So that was quite the achievement for me. I worked so hard for that. It took me a couple months to get that. Because when I started, if you watch the first streams of Mega Man X and X2, X and X2 took 3 hours and a half together. And Mega Man X3 would take 3 hours and a half by itself. And then I managed to do all 3 eventually in one stream. But that was still difficult. And then slowly I grinded that all the way to sub 3 hours. Which is, I'm not going to try lower than that. I'm not going to try lower than that because it's too much. And number 1, we got, well, my first play with viewers. That was a very memorable moment. I didn't think I'd have that within my first year. We played officially. The first one was a Lethal Company stream. It went really well. We almost had a full party of 8. So that did take me by surprise. I did not think I would be able to do that this close. I mean, like I said, the Grand Blue Fantasy Relink was already mind-blowing to me. It was mind-blowing to me that I was playing with viewers on Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, but setting up a play with viewers, people showing up and playing together, that was actually, I was freaking out. I was like, whoa. That was, that blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. I've had an incredible first year as far as I'm concerned. I'm very happy with this. Okay, guys, we're talking about GoldenEye. Okay, give me 2 minutes here. Give me 2 minutes. Enjoy the music. I need to blow my nose. Yeah, it's pretty cold outside today. So give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. Take a 2-minute break. I need a little. I need to pee as well. Pee and blow my nose. Just take a 2 minute. Enjoy the music, and I'll be right back. Oh, okay. I'm back. Oh, I brought the tissue box with me just in case this happens again. Sorry about that. Okay, top 5 challenges. This is just challenges that I didn't really chased around, but they kind of happened. You'll see what I mean. This is not like, oh, you did the something extremely difficult just because somebody asked for it. Nah, sometimes it just happened. Number 5, Spyro Reignited Trilogy, 100%. Getting the max percent. I should have write max percentage. Got Spyro 1 and 3. I think you get like 112 and 117 or 118%, something like that. 2 is 100%. I consider that a challenge. That was difficult, especially 3. 3 was a pain. 3 is really, really difficult to get. But 1 and 2 is just fun. You just go around. It's not too bad. And yeah, I consider that kind of thing a challenge because I don't usually 100% games. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that, but I still did it. And that was pretty cool. Number 4. Resident Evil 7 Madhouse difficulty. My God, Madhouse difficulty. Well, it wasn't that difficult. The first one, the first fight with our wife. That one took so long. I think took like 30 minutes. 30 minutes to an hour, something like that, to beat her. That was difficult. Getting out of the house. Getting my first gun and beating what's his face? Jack with the car. That's the hard part of the game. And then he chases you even in save zones. Oh God. Once you beat Jack though, once Jack is defeated, the game is not that complex. It's not that difficult. It's I actually did it faster than the first time around. The first on normal difficulty. I did have to cheat. I did have to get to go on easy, finish it. Like between 2 streams, I did that. I finished it to unlock the glasses and the saw, just in case. And then I just equipped the glasses, so I knew where the items were. I didn't cheat on that front, but you know what? No regrets. No regrets. I don't recommend Madhouse difficulty. You went through Madhouse with the saw blade. Oh God, it was such a pain. That saw blade is OP though. It is so OP. It's not even. I didn't have to use it though. I didn't have to use it, so there's that. I had enough weapons, but my God, everything. Even Evelyn at the end was kind of rough. But we finished it. So that was a challenge that people asked me to do, and I said, okay, I'll do it. No regrets, except for that first fight with the wife. The first fight with the wife is the worst. That was just disgusting. I shot like 20 bullets in that face, and she was still standing. God. Number 3, Zelda Majora's Mask 100%. Not much of a challenge. It's the only way to play Majora's Mask is to 100% Majora's Mask. I consider it a challenge, but Majora's Mask is just so much fun. It's my favorite Zelda game. I think it's because it's different. It's more of a community-based game instead of a dungeon-focused game. And I don't know. There's just something about Majora's. Maybe it's the cartridge. I remember the golden cartridge. Maybe that's why, with the little like holographic link in the middle. You also beat Majora's Mask. It's so much fun. We're gonna play it again this year. Maybe in March. Maybe in March. Sorry. Oh, is the slime getting sick again? I went to the casino, right? That's Friday. That's probably it. Someone finally got the blue dog to win. Yes, that took something like 35,000 tries or something like that. The blue dog finally won. I saw that video. I was like, wow. Because that glitch prevents him from winning most of the time. Fuck. So, yeah, that's it. That guy. I don't know if the guy made the 35,000 challenges or if he just like, or if he ran computer simulations. But yeah, the Blue Dog finally won a race after what? This year, after the game came out. That's how long it took. The Blue Dog wins. The Blue Dog in the dog race. If you pick the Blue Dog, even if he has the best commentary, he's going to lose because there's a glitch. But it doesn't happen all the time. But it took 35. I think that's what it is. I don't know if Apple can confirm, but it's something like 35,000 tries of picking the Blue Dog until he won a race. That's how long it took. Which is crazy, right? The Blue Dog is not supposed to win because of a glitch. All right, number 2. Now, Malenia first try. We just talked about that. That was not my goal when I first did it on my first playthrough. Beating her on the first try. It just happened. So now we call it a challenge. We toot our own horn. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. I'm not going to elaborate on that. Self-explanatory, and we, you know, I just did like 10 minutes ago. Number 1. Mega Man X sub 3 hours again. Now this one I chased. Like I said, this one I chased for months. Hell, Mega Man X3, like I said, took me over 3 hours the first time. So now I can do all 3 games in less than 3 hours. It's kind of messed up. Good morning. Hey, what's up, Zane? How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. How are you doing on this slime-tastic Sunday fun day? Mr. I ignore Perhenmo when he whispers me to play Marvel Rivals. How you doing today? How you doing today, sir? Sir? I'm just trying to make him feel bad. It's okay, though. I saw Spider-Man kick his ass while he was on Iron Man. That Spider-Man punched him to oblivion. That made my day. I like, take that. You got Spider-Man. Oh, that was funny. All right, next slide. Top 5 stream games. This is my top 5 favorite games that I stream. My personal, I really love streaming that game kind of moment, right? And I think after that is the waifus. I think we're almost there. 1 or 2 more after that. It's working. It's okay. You see the Varden clip I got yesterday? I joined Varden's stream, and like 5 seconds later, he died to a robot. That was so good. I posted it in Sky's Discord. All right, number 5. Hollow Knight. I really love that game. Like I said, I loved... This was my jam. Wonder where's Kursker gonna sit on this list. Conquer sat on number 2 of disappointed games. Jum, how you doing today, Jum? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. How you doing this slime-tastic Sunday fun day? But yeah, no, it sits second on my disappointed list. So I noticed Tomb Raider did not sit on there. Tomb Raider did not sit on the disappointed list. Live and learn, my guy. You can't whisper to me I'm deaf. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, Zane. That's good. That was good. I like that. So Hollow Knight. Hey, Hollow Knight. Great game. Highly recommend. I want to play it again, but if I was to play it, I wouldn't 100% it. I would just get the charms I need. Probably kill all the bosses, because that's just fun. That's just fun, killing all the bosses. I do love that. And collect the hearts. I mean the hearts, the mask fragments. That'd probably be it. That's probably what I do. I would not 100% it again, but I will play it again for sure. It's on the waiting list. Number 4, Lufia 2. Again, Lufia 2. In the top 5 of retro games. I loved that. That's the game that made me say, you know what? Maybe I want to stream some RPGs once in a while, some slower type of games. And Lufia 2 is the one that did it for me. I just enjoyed it. All right. I know it's not people's most favorite genre to watch, but it's fun to play. It's fun to play, and I think we're missing on gems because we don't watch enough of those. I don't really want to play newer RPG though. A lot of new RPG, like I said, are too complicated, and they suffer from. And that's a bit like one of the downside of Crosscode. It suffers from New Year RPG complex, which is just talking and talking and talking and talking. I just want to play your game. Let me play your game, for fuck's sake. And I just get mad at it. And that when cutscenes are too long, I just want to play. But Lufia 2 wasn't as bad. But Lufia 2 was also funny. There's some funny moments, like with the two thieves. That was, God, they were dumb. Those two thieves were fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. It's right here too, in the left. All right, number 3, Super Mario Wonder. I had a blast. We don't like talking. We don't like talking. We don't like when they. I love lore, but not conversation. Not conversation. Super Mario Bros. Wonders. Like I said, this game is just a blast to play. It's just super fun. So it's expensive, but it is a fun Mario game. It is. I think it's better than Super Mario World. I'm gonna say it. I have more fun playing this than Super Mario World. The Super Nintendo one. Even Mario Brothers 3, which is probably the best. Which is the best NES Mario. This one's the best. This one's better. I think that this one's my favorite Mario. I just had a blast playing it, and streaming it was fun too. People were showing up. We had a good time. I mean, if you play Punch Out though, you have much more people showing up because the Punch Out crowd shows up to streams. I think they're hungry for streams, and the Punch Out crowd will show up. They will show up to your streams because they love those games. But this one we had a blast as well. It's one of the most you just like Peach. I don't even play Peach. I play Mario or Luigi. I don't even play the girl. I don't play the girls. I don't like gliding. The gliding is like meh. Toad's all right. Yoshi's easy mode. I can't believe they did that. Yoshi's baby brother mode. Can't believe they did that. And Nisbit, whatever Nisbit is, I don't know. Number 2, Majora's Mask. I'll always have a blast. Punch Out people are starved animals. Yes, they are. They absolutely are starved for more Punch Out. Majora's Mask 3D. I played the 3D. I didn't play the N64 version. That was a mistake. That was my mistake. But I love Majora's Mask. I love streaming. I love playing Majora's Mask. I love people seem to love watching that game as well. And we're gonna play it again. We're gonna play it again. And again, it's my favorite Zelda. I love the time travel stuff. I love this is a dark story. Like these two girls there, the two sisters. If you don't stop them, they drink poison and they go to bed. They go to sleep before they die, so they kill themselves. This is a dark ass story, and that's Zelda to me. The darkness of it, with the small hope that you get sprinkled in there until you actually save the day, then hope is back, and that's just it's just so much fun. I will never. I can't say good thing. It's a rough story though. You didn't like Yoshi being easy mode? Yeah, that sucked. They should have just put it normal. Number 1, the Mega Man X trilogy. Anyone surprised? Anyone surprised about the Mega Man X trilogy being my favorite games to stream? Raise your hand. Nobody raised their hands. That's it. It is what it is. This is my favorite franchise on the Super Nintendo. They're short games, but they're fun games. It's just I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Favorite stream games. I could have put any Mega Man X there. I just said, you know what, the trilogy, because we do all 3. So, nah, it is what it is. I can't. I think I've said everything about the Mega Man X games. We're getting a bit short on things to say, right? Next one. Hey, this is the last one. The top 5 waifus, because I don't play Dead or Alive on stream. Now, let's see if you guys can remember who my waifus are that I played this year. We're going to see if you're good at it. The first one is from Grand Blue Fantasy Reeling. My favorite waifu from this game is Zeta. Yes, Narmaya is my type, but Zeta hits all the chord. Big weapon. The Sailor Moon Twin Tails. Yes, blonde with blue eyes is basic, but it's always winning. Cleavage. Midriff. There you go, the midriff. As a hentai, look, I'm the perverted hentai monster. We gotta have a top 5 waifu. She's got the fuck me boots on. They did nerf the skirt there. That I'm pretty sure she used to be a bit more scantily clad. But no, that midriff is doing it for me. Absolutely. She's my favorite girl from the game, which is why I was using her. Her and Eugene was pretty much the ones I was using. I could have used Narmaya though. Narmaya is right there up there, but Zeta is my favorite Grand Blue Fantasy reeling girl. Number 4, Ranny the Witch. She's wife. She's wife from Elden Ring. She's got 4 hands. I have thoughts about that. She can do stuff with those 4 hands. But per hand though, she's a doll. Yeah, like that's gonna stop me. Like that's gonna stop me. Plus, I'm not sure if that mouth worked as well. To be tested. To be tested. Yeah. Plus, she can modify her parts because she's a doll, so that's a plus. That's a plus in my book. Absolutely. Number 3, Ayla from Chrono Trigger. Now, she's got noodle arms, but she's a muscle mummy. Fuck, she's got nothing. She got the midriff. She's got the midriff going on. Big boobies, big thighs. That's a winner. As we all know, I'm a Chun-Li guy. Very strong, though. She's probably one of the characters I use most in the game because of it. Because she's really, really strong. So, Ayla's a win. She's basically Launch from Dragon Ball. Right? Akira Toriyama designed these characters. I don't think she's Android 18. She looks more like Launch. So, you know that's a win. I always thought that was a tail. I just noticed it's not a tail. I don't think. Is it a scarf? Is it I don't know. I don't think it's a tail though. Whatever. Something to grab onto, right? Oh. Number 2. Zelda from Twilight Princess. Specifically from Twilight Princess. She's one of the only brunette Zeldas. She's got a sword. That does something for me, the sword. Prettiest Zelda in the series. Most fuckable. She's a winner. She's an absolute winner. I don't know why there's not more of her around. I don't know what's up with the Tears of the Kingdom Zeldas and Breath of the Wild. This one's the real winner in my book. Brunette Zelda. No Tetra. No Tetra, no. No, Tetra annoys me. I don't like tsunderes. I don't like tsunderes at all. I love how anime tsunderes are basically like, oh, I don't really like you or anything. Like, you ever had a real tsundere in real life? I had one in high school. All she did was destroy my goddamn confidence. And all that to learn years later, I had a crush on you. Well, yeah, so you having a crush on me was, wow, okay, you're a fucking idiot. Like, don't pretend you're not. Oh, Jesus Christ. What a cunt. Anyway. All right. So, yeah, Tetra, no. No, this Zelda's the best by far. You can't fathom why anime protagonists choose a tsundere because they're idiots. I don't like DMC. Like, even when the DMC's like in their 20s and they're like shy because the girl's coming onto them. Did you know how fast I jump on it? I'd just be like, all right, let's fuck. You want to go? Let's go. I got this. All right, number 1. Who do you think the number 1 is? Who do you think my number one waifu of the gameplay this year is? Anyone want to venture a guess? She's been on screen the whole time, by the way. I just want to point that out. She's been on screen the whole time. I assume they're just masochists, probably. I think a lot of anime writers are just sad. That's why there's a lot of isekai where the guy's overpowered and loved. I think that's what it is. Anybody want to venture a guess? Who's my favorite waifu of the gameplay this year? Like I said, she's been on screen the whole time. It's a very easy pick. A very easy pick. You can miss. You might miss, but you don't have a lot of chances. Nobody wants to nobody wants to venture that guess. Favorite waifu? Okay. Crash Bandicoot. Oh no. No, Minkyu, no, not Mega Man, no. No. I'll tell you, stop. Favorite waifu is, of course, 2B. Come on, guys. It had to be 2B. We talk about Nier Automata. She's at the bottom of the screen. Oh, Gif, you're a Coco fan. No. Chun-Li, but I don't think you played that on stream. No. It's 2B, guys. I love everything about 2B. I'm more of a long hair guy, but I love her short hair. The thighs, the ass, let's be honest. She has the figure. You get the cheek peaks when you run around through the skirt. She's got everything going on. She's a great one. And she looks like one of the Doa waifus I like. Well, the Doa waifu's based on her, but that's not the point. The point is, she's the top waifu this year. And she's on screen. She's like right here at the bottom the whole time. She's like right here. I even pointed her sometime in the stream, but you might not have been here. But she's right there. She's right there. Very nice. That is my choice of waifu this year. If you want to know who my actual waifus are, you have to go on the Discord and you're going to see the screenshots I post. You do love 2B. Definitely one of my waifus. Yeah. She's one of the best waifus. There's a reason why I want to buy Stellar Blade on PC. It's because I want to buy the DLC and put 2B. I don't want to play as Eve. I want to play as 2B. That's literally it. There's no other reason for me to... And yes, we're going to blow up that skirt if I play it on stream. Absolutely. There's going to be cheeks on that screen. And that's that. There's no... This is not a... There's no negotiation here. This is going to happen. All right, let's move on from the best top 5 of the stream, as far as I'm concerned. All right, the things I learned from streaming. Okay, if you want growth, okay, shorts are vital for growth, and sub count doesn't really matter after 1K. Here's what I mean. If you want to have a growth to reach full monetization, you do need to put out shorts. YouTube promotes shorts. They still do. You have to consistently put out shorts. That's just the way it is. I know big streamers are telling you, no, don't do it. That's because they're trying to have YouTube stop that, but no. YouTube promotes shorts right now. They'll promote videos if your subscribers watch your videos. If their subscribers don't watch your videos, forget it. But shorts get put out there. I have a bunch of shorts, I think, with like 10,000, 9,000 views all the way. I think my first page is 2,000 views and up just on shorts. You don't get much subscriber count, but it helps the sub count. You know what? You want to reach full monetization as fast as possible. My advice is get those shorts going, because YouTube promotes shorts. There's no other way to put it. You don't want to do shorts. It's gonna be a slow ride up top. Not up top, but up on the sub count. Yes, it's not going to translate probably in your live streams and videos. But man, if you don't have that 1K, you want to get there. And like I say, sub count don't matter after 1K. The first 1K and 4,000 hours is to get full monetization. After that, it's more of a vanity point, because even if you have 100,000 people following you, if they don't watch your content, you're basically like, what's the point? What's the point? Hey, Apple, thank you so much for the super chat. 50. Jesus, Apple. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I wish I could have added you there on the special thanks. Goddamn. Thank you so much, Apple. I appreciate it. There you go. Damn. that took me by surprise. Ah, thank you so much. I love you, man. You're great. So yeah, after the 1K, I've lost my train of thought. That took me by surprise there. I got a little teary-eyed. Yeah, so after 1K, like I said, if your subscribers don't watch your stuff, so it's you might, you know, the YouTube is gonna put out it's not gonna put out your videos. It's not gonna put out anything. So it's really just just to brag. I got 300,000. I got 1 million. Yeah, you got a nice plaque. You know, congratulations though. That's quite an achievement. But what are the chances that all 1 millions of them are watching your stuff? If you know you have 1 million views, you get 1,000 views, 100,000 views, which is great, but that's still 1 out of 10 people watching. Other than that, you have people who want you to buy or play their favorite games, and a lot of them are people who don't even watch your stream. They just show up. They're like, hey, like I had a guy the other day do that. Play Elden Ring. That's all he said. Play Elden Ring. And I just went, I just finished playing Elden Ring. I'm not gonna play. I'm not doing another playthrough right now. And I know that guy just said play Elden Ring and then left probably. It's like, yeah. And like I said, games aren't cheap. Games aren't cheap. And full disclosure, like I said, I've mentioned how much I make per month, and it's like it's about $200 a month with interest from my placements and my not safe for work stuff. And I did spend $500 on health issues in 1 month earlier in October, November. So I can't afford to play stuff like Sonic Generations. That's $80. There are games that I'm willing to spend on this year, like Stellar Blade on PC and the new Elden Ring. I'm willing to spend on those 2 games, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet where we can buy every new game, where we can play all the trendy games. Although Marvel Rivals is trendy. I know you guys don't like when I play Marvel Rivals, but it's fun. I like it. Yeah, but who keeps joining streams? When would you play Spyro or something? Then he shows up 2 minutes and leaves. And now you're playing Spyro and he doesn't show up. That's the other thing. That's the other thing, right? It's like, where are you now? I'm playing Spyro. I think it happened with Jum one time. Right, Jum, if you're still here? You have a guy that asks you, when are you going to play Phasmophobia, because he wanted to play with you. And then the one night you're playing, I think he didn't show up, or he couldn't play. He had to leave. It's always this way. I remember, because it's the night I played with Jum that night on his stream. We had a fun time. He came for 2 minutes and left. Exactly. That's what happens. Yes, that's the thing with streams. Look, I stream for 4 hours, which is not a lot of time compared to a lot of big streamers, obviously. But no one is entertaining for a whole stream. You know, it gets fun, it gets boring, it gets fun, it gets boring, fun, boring. It's a circle. So if you join during the fun time, you're gonna stay. If you join during the boring time, well, you're out. You're not gonna stay. And that's the thing. And some games are more fun to stream than others. Like, for example, We Punch Out, you gotta have a good crowd. Like we talked about earlier, they join up. They show up for stream, but that crowd understands that you don't have time to read chat while you're fighting a guy. Meanwhile, other people that will join to just be like, well, he's not interacting with chat. I can't. I have to react to what's on screen, and that's the thing. So right now, I'm a small streamer, so that's why I don't put my slime bigger on the screenshots, on the thumbnails. Like, join for the game, and if you want to stay for me, great. But I get that you join for the game. You don't join for me. You don't know who I am. Which also Wait, I didn't. Oh yeah, that's the 4 point. That's the 4 point. Okay, I'm skipping ahead. Yeah, he's never returned. Exactly. No one cares for chat rules, especially scammers and artists. Like, you don't see it. You don't see it. But this is my kick. This is my kick chat right now, okay? Because I also stream on Kick. This is the kick chat. See, this poor guy here, he said good morning, and I never saw it. Because this is what I mainly see. So I don't pay attention much to the kick chat. Yeah, so you have a lot of scammers and bots, especially even Twitch. Twitch has a less problem than Kick, though. But it still happens. And the first rule of my chat on Twitch, which you're supposed to agree with too, is no solicitation from artists. And by God, does that rule get glossed over. And nobody gives a shit about the chat rules. But it's my role and the role of the mods, which I don't expect from, obviously, because we're just like, I put people mods that didn't ask for it. But I mean, yeah, Sky had an issue with a little asshole during one of his stream where he was just being a little dick. I kept like, I couldn't know how to I didn't know how to ban him. I didn't know the command for it, so I just kept timing him out until Sky told me how to. But like, well, fuck. I try to talk while drinking. That's not a good combination. So yeah, it's my role to enforce I have few rules. Like, you can't even talk about politics in my stream. I don't give a shit. I'll talk about politics. I don't give a fuck. I think the only thing I say is no religion. I'm not even sure of my own rules at times. I'm not even sure what my rule is. But there's one thing I say, don't talk about that, I don't care. But I think politics is fun. I don't give a shit. I like politics. It's fun to piss people off. And that we talked about porn. People come and go and they don't care. What I mean by that, like we talked about it, they come and go. They come for a few minutes, they leave. They watch a few streams, they stay for a few weeks, maybe a month or two, they leave after that. It's like friends. You know, they're like seasons. They come and go. And sometimes they come back, sometimes they don't. It's okay. It's fine. You don't let politics now because too many people argue and then they leave stream. Yeah, that's that. A lot of people don't want politics is the best thing to argue. You'll get arguments on that. And at the end of the day, you have to remember that the one being played is the population, not the politicians. Have the peasant fight themselves so they don't fight us. I mean, you've seen it. There was a funeral and George Bush was I mean, okay, here's a story. Like, let's say the United States. Like, you know, Obama is cousins with Brad Pitt, right? Like, they're the same. One rules Hollywood, the other rules politics. First of all, the United States is a mafia, but there's not two sides of this coin. It's the same side. That they don't like you. They all come from this one guy named Hick, I think. That's really why the insult calling somebody a hick comes from, because they're all a bunch of fucking pieces of shit. But I think it's George Bush Sr. that he was taking care of Obama when he was a kid. These guys are all friends. These guys are all family. They don't care about us. But you know what? They have the population fight each other over dumbass shit. Keep us distracted and keep us fed. You know, that's how you don't fight each other. That's it. So politics is a win for people who take it too seriously. Is a lose, I mean, for people who take it too seriously. Just don't. You're the ones being played, not the politicians are playing us, sadly. And that's always going to be the case. That's my view on it. I do not trust politicians. Anything with any government program with 3 letters and more, 3 to 4 letters, bread and circuses. That's it. That's it. You do your best, Apple. You're fine. You're fine. You come in during your breaks. You're like driving. You have a break. You tune into streams, man. We appreciate it. And they don't care. See, people don't care about you. It's like real life. People don't care about you. Whatever business. I was talking with that with my friend because he has a business, and he thought he made, I think it's a Guinness World Record actually, running with a bunker suit for firefighters. Doing a marathon with it. I think he broke the record. And he thought that would get him a lot of people for his business, but that wasn't the case. So people don't really care. You have to give them a reason to care. You have to find a reason for them to tune into you, to watch your shit. And that's your job as a content creator to do. It's not people's job to care about you. It's your job to make them care. And yeah, so people's skills might be more important than we thought. People's skills might be more important than we thought. Sub for sub, bad idea. I don't sub to people I don't like, and I don't watch. If I'm sub to you, it's because I watch your stuff. If I don't like your stuff, I'm not sub to you. I don't believe in sub for sub. I think it's the worst. Yeah, it's gonna help you grow a bit, but you might as well have bots, which you will have. You will have bots subscribing to you, and then YouTube is going to get rid of them. So you think you're losing subscribers, but no, you're losing the bots. Especially now in January, I think they're removing a lot more, because now they're like, well, we got nothing to do. The ads people left, so we have less money for ads, so we have more time to fuck around. That's what they do. And obviously bots and chats that sends you like a whole ass message me on Discord, go fuck yourself, and stuff like that. It is what it is, right? They still give you hours if you need them because they count, but then they're removed from the number of views because the account gets suspended. Like and dislike don't really matter. Somebody pressing a like or pressing a dislike is still considered engagement. And the more you're gonna have of those, the better. You said channel with 155k sub and like 50 views per stream. He overtook you in sub count but gets less views. Yeah, it doesn't. On Twitch, I've seen a guy like that with like 13,000 subs, 13k subs, and he had like 6 people. 6 people in his stream. Like, that's what happens. That's what happens with sub for subs and stuff like that. That's why I'm not for that. I think it's the worst way to grow. You might as well grow with shorts. At least they're watching your shorts. You know? At least they're watching your stuff. They're not watching your lives, they're not watching your videos, but at least they're watching your shorts, so that gives the algorithm a reason to promote you. What you want, if you want to make money, you need people watching you. Yes, you need 1,000 subs, you need the hours, but you still need people to watch. You don't need people who sub and then just go, they don't give a shit. And the worst is spoilers. People just come in and spoil the story, spoil the twists. And I even put a badge that says first playthrough. That's when you know people don't really care about thumbnails. They say thumbnails is important. I'll tell you what, I disagree with thumbnails being important. And here's why. You can have the most eye-catching thumbnail. I'm probably not going to click on it. Because if next to it, there's Gandalf with Aragorn, or anything from Lord of the Rings, I will click that Lord of the Rings screenshot over your dumbass thumbnail. So I don't think people watch thumbnails that much. Because I have a badge that says first playthrough, and people come in, spoil for me a twist, the ending or whatever. I'm just, well, that's it. That happened now. Big channels like Markiplier has bad thumbs. Yeah, but that guy also has a that guy has his following though. Like, people watch his name, his thumbs are bad. Exactly. Well, this guy, he has his brand made up. A lot of streamers, when you have your brand made up, like you have, let's say you manage to have 1,000 people to stream. Like, you just put a shitty thumbnail, and the title doesn't have to be anything, because people don't really read titles anyway. It could be anything. It could be any dumbass thing, and people will join because it's you. So, if you got a following, people watch. Exactly. And the community in the chat is gonna do more for you than probably even you as a streamer. Thumbs only matter if you're new. Exactly. See, the community, how the chat is going to interact with each other is probably... Okay, I don't want to... What is that? Oh shit! I clicked on something here. Ah. I didn't notice that the super chat is up there. Well, I don't want to remove it. I hope it doesn't annoy you guys. I hope it doesn't annoy you. I just noticed it's up there in the corner. It's fine. What was I talking? Yeah, thumbs only matter if you knew exactly. And I think the community, people interacting with each other, is going to be more attracting than just the streamer. That's also another thing I find. Yeah, the streamer, you have to be engaging, you have to talk, but I think people interacting with each other, having like this sense of community growing, is going to be much more efficient in the long run than anything. So that's pretty much what I learned from streaming in this past year. And I know some of you don't want to do shorts. I'm telling you, you set up a button in OBS, you save 30 seconds, you edit that to what you need, let's say 15 seconds, whatever. Because people have bad attention span that watch shorts anyway. And yeah, it's gonna help. It's gonna help. A death, a win, a funny thing, whatever it is, just put it out there. That's what I do. That's all my shorts is just me dying half the time. Yes, people end up like chatting in the community. Exactly. That's what it is. That's what people want. That's why the big company VTubers are so popular, because of the community. Because you watch the streamers themselves, they're not great. Like there's like, well, they don't really interact. They have sometimes they interact, but they're not. There's much better streamers that are much smaller that should be better than these girls and guys, but they have the community, or as I call it, the cult that's there. So they just, people chat with each other. There's this whole, I don't know if I could deal with that, like thousands of messages popping up per minute. Like Jesus Christ, how do you even deal with that? I don't think you do. I think you just read them and you answer without reading it out loud. At some point you can read it out loud. This is my setup. As you can see, it's kind of dirty here. I think I have to clean that. I wish I had a third screen. I don't really have the space. I could probably put one in here. You see my chats. I got one chat here, one chat there, here, there. I have the game here. So that's why I'm always starting on that side. And when I play Marvel Rivals, it's actually on this screen. That's why I have to switch my VTube studio to look like I'm watching on this side. My camera's up here. It's over. It used to be down next to the keyboard, but sometimes it doesn't catch. That's why my eyes go tiny sometimes. It's because I watch down, so it thinks I'm blinking. That here, that plank of wood, that's my rage wall. When you hear me punching after dying so many times, that's what I punched right there. There's a hole behind that. I play Dragon Ball Fighters. And like I said, fighting games, I punched through the wall. I punched through it, so I just put a wooden plank now. I just punch it. And usually I have my bottle, my banana, my piece of chocolate. You have all the wires everywhere for the cameras. It's a nice little setup. Rage wall. Hey Jimmy, how you doing, man? Welcome. How you doing this fantastic Sunday fun day? Here, my headset, which is also my microphone. Yeah, I don't have a microphone. I use the headset microphone. I think it works well. I don't do much audio editing. I think I just make it slightly more smooth. And yeah, so that's basically it. What did I do? Okay, I don't know what I did. The shit is it's leaving. Okay. So that's my setup. Like you see OBS with four. I have 5 actually, because I added the YouTube one to see the super chats, because it doesn't tell me that the StreamBot. The left one here is StreamBot, which allows me to have Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Here, I do have the Twitch there just in case. How would you rank the Mega Man games you've played so far? If I had to do a top 5, let's do a quick top 5 again. Wait. I'd go Mega Man 1, that's number 5. Mega Man 3, number 4. Number 3 will be Mega Man 2. Number 2 will be Mega Man 6. And number 1 will be Mega Man 5. Before you play Mega Man 11, I'm not playing 11. That's I played 11 off stream. I didn't like it. How would you rank from games from 1 to 10? Oh, we'll do 5. I want to do the top 5. After that, it's probably like maybe 9 at number 6. 10 is definitely number 7. I hated 7. Then 8. Then 4. And then 5 and 6 would be like 10 and 9. The 9 and 10 are in the middle. So that's my setup, like I said. I got my new keyboard here. That's an HyperX 5. It's pretty good. That controller is not there anymore. We changed it for the blue one. Bottom 5. Oh yeah, bottom 5. I think 5 and 6 are the best. 2 and 3 are great as well. And number 1. I prefer number 1. I guess nostalgia has a lot to do with it. Also, 10 doesn't have great weapons. The weapons don't feel good to use. And 9 was alright. 9 was alright. Okay, so next, I got, oh, this is my Brawler 64. The 64 controller as well that I got. I need to fucking pass a cloth on there. This was taken during the last Elden Ring run. The last Elden Ring run, you can tell, right? So when I play Marvel Rivals, I also have to switch everything on this screen, like you see here. I have to switch all of that on this side because Marvel Rivals doesn't lock in the mouse, kind of like the cursor, kind of like Doom. So if you have anything there, it's gonna click out. That's a problem. You have a thermostat. I know that's what you care about. You came for the thermostat and the light switch. That's what we're here for. This here, the footrest, I don't even use that. This is just to block the light that comes from this, because this is my bedroom, so I can sleep without having the bright white light from the power bar. That's all this is for. And now I have a plastic here. Like you can see, my floor's kind of messed up from the chair. I got the plastic yesterday night, so I am now on the plastic. Oh, that's pretty cool. Special thanks, donations, whether it's games or monetary donations. I've got one more. I've got 7 this year, which is 7 more than I thought I'd get. I'll be honest with you. I got Burreku, Lagias, Loafing Cat, Zane. Zane is actually a member. Zane is a member of the channel. Wanji, Bladestorm Jr., and I got Apple today. Apple, which also commissioned a not safe for work art of my slimy ass with Chun-Li. Really appreciate that, by the way. And the donation today. Thank you so much. I want to thank you guys all for those donations. I didn't even think I'd get 1 in the whole year, and I ended up with 7. So that blows my mind. That blows my mind, absolutely. I wasn't expecting any of that. So thank you so much. Special thanks to you. I'm really, really happy. My God, I've been talking for nearly 3 hours. That's pretty good. I didn't think wow. So I hope you guys Loafing Cat I haven't seen since and Lagas I haven't seen for a while. I don't think they're gonna come back, sadly. Bladestorm I think comes in for the Punch Out games. 1G's here. 1G Bureku. Bureku's been more absent these days. Since I made him a mod, I think it's too much pressure. Apple's always good as well. So thank you so much for the donations. I greatly appreciate it. That always is close to my heart. It's right in there, right in the feels. And I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody being here today. I didn't know what the turnout was gonna be for for today. I know this is not a typical type of stream I do. I usually stream games. So thank you all for being here, putting up with my top 5s. It might have been I might have put too many. Maybe that was a bit tedious at some point, right? Maybe I put too many of them. But let's move on. What's my upcoming goals? I think we got 2 more. I think we got 2 more after that. My upcoming goals. I want to get better at live streaming. I want to become more engaging a more natural flow when talking. Let's be honest, I'm French, so I am speaking my second language. That kind of kills the flow. I get that. So I'm gonna try to get better at that. More engaging also. Maybe even like pause the game and just talk with people instead of just stream and try to do everything at the same time. That kind of kills it. I think that's one thing I need to learn. That people want to be talked to and not just, you know, stream the game. Don't stop streaming. No, keep streaming. It's hard to do both at the same time. So probably I would have to take more breaks, which would make games a bit longer. Finding my brand. Okay, that's another thing. Like, what do I want to do? What's my brand? Right now, I'm a perverted slime. I use word like slime-tastics. Let's say the enemy, instead of saying bite the bullet, I say slime the bullet. I use slime everywhere, here and there. I don't think that's much of a brand. I do love dad jokes, but thinking of a dad joke on the spot while streaming and everything, that's kind of hard. We're not there yet, so that's the part of getting better at live streaming. I need to find my brand this year. That'd be great. I would love to do that. What sets me apart? How did I do that How did I do that upside down thing here? How did I do that? Why isn't it like that? What the fuck happened? Is that the font I used? That does it like that? Is that what? Huh? Okay. That just took me by surprise. Maybe take more time with games when I enjoy them instead of trying to rush to the end so you guys have more content. Maybe I should just take more time. Long time no see. Hey, what's up, LTD? How you doing today? Welcome. Yes, long time no see. How you been? How you been? How you doing on this Slime-tastic Sunday fun day? We're getting close to the end of the stream today. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. That's gonna end of the Q&A session. If there's a Q&A session, I don't know. Maybe take more time. Maybe try my hand also at more diversified content, making videos. Maybe I'll do some videos. Although I would need some suggestion. What kind of videos you guys to see? Would you guys like to see also reaction? Maybe news reading. What would you like to see? There's a suggestion. There's a game suggestion, but it's also a suggestion. What kind of videos would you like to see? I was thinking maybe make a video about like right now I'm saving my crosscode playthroughs. Maybe I'll make a video about crosscode, what I like about the game, because it seems to be kind of a niche hidden game. It doesn't seem to have that big of a following. So maybe I want to do that. Maybe I want to just, maybe that could be my, because right now I do I do compilations, which is basically my shorts, but you have like the full screen on it. Once a month I have Marvel Rivals gameplay I put, well, more like the highlights. I don't know if you guys want to see reaction contents, if you want to see news reading, what it is you want to see. I'm always open. Just leave it. Maybe the suggestion in Discord, you can say it here. Then I increase my sub count to 1,000. I have the hours, so I'm trying to get the full monetization at least. If I do get around to it and putting ads, I will warn you beforehand. Like, guys, there's gonna be an ad when you join in. It just, you know, that means I get money for you clicking on it. If that's the thing, right? That could be a. We do need to start making money at some point if I want to buy more games, and especially the new ones. Sadly that's what it is. You need to make money. I can't do this for free all the time. You're doing great. All right, I love that, LTD. Welcome on board. Welcome back. And maybe collabs. You know, I would have to start asking people if they want to collab. I don't know if they want to be on my stream. I'd be on theirs. Again, you'd be warned. Hey, I'm streaming. You know, I'll be with this person. We're gonna be maybe collabing with that person. I'd have to try asking around. That might be one thing I'd like to try out. Although I'm very hard to work with people. Like my streams, right? I'm ready like an hour and a half before stream. 15 minutes before, all I gotta do is set up my streamer bot chat and my camera. Just put the camera up there, and that's it. So I don't like people being late. I really don't like people being late. for the stream, that'll tick me off to no end. I find that to be a lack of respect for the people watching and the people you're collabing with. Like you say you start at 3, it's not 3:10, it's 3. And I even my stream, I'd say 8:30, but I'd start at 8:27. Then I have the intro for a minute and then I start. So if there's something I have to peel, whatever, I still got 2 minutes left. You know, I got a padding, but usually I start before 8:30. That's just the way I am. I'm a bit it's my pet peeve. Don't be late. We set an hour. That's for everybody else. That's not for me. The 8:30 is not for me. It's for people to be there and be ready if they want to catch the start. So I'm there when it starts. I'm not there later. That I hate that. And finally, we got a Q&A session. If you have any questions you want to ask me, although I did answer a lot during the stream, but if you have extra questions you want to ask, I'll give a few minutes. A few minutes. If there's no question, you know, we'll wait here. If there's questions, you know, we got at least an hour. We don't have to fill the whole hour if you don't want to, but we got any questions. I don't mind, except face reveal. That's a rule in Discord. I did say face reveal would be if we ever reach 100K, because it's so unrealistic and far off in this distance. I'm like, oh, well, I'll do a face reveal at 100,000. Why not? So if anybody has a question, if not, we got 4 more minutes. It's gonna be like 3 hours. I think that's a good stream for 3 hours. So what did you guys think today? Was that, because that's my first just chatting stream. That was a weird thing for me. It's kind of weird to just chat. I was very nervous about this too. Like, shit, am I gonna be okay? Am I gonna reach the 2 hour? Am I even going to be reaching the 2 hour mark? Am I going to be entertaining enough? Are people gonna show up? That's always the worst part. Are people gonna show up? Please let people show up. That's really it. See, I told you Tubi was there the whole time. I told you she was here the whole time. And the number 1 and number 2 were there the whole time. Even that bitch was here. That fucking cunt. And we are going to maybe redo Tomb Raider 3. I will try it eventually. Maybe. That's a big if. It was a nice stream. Oh, thank you, Minkyu. Thank you. Maybe if I had more things to talk about. That was just top 5s though. Today was just top 5s. So that was I think I did too many. Maybe I went way too much on the top 5s. I leaned into it way too much. Maybe I should have kept also answering the question for this section, because I answered a lot of questions mid top 5s as well. That might have killed, like, well, we don't have any more questions. We asked them all during the stream. Oh, which is okay. We don't. You're kind of a sucker for lists. Oh, dude, you had your fill today. You had your absolute fill today, man. That was almost 22 pages. I don't know if you can see bottom left, but we had 22 pages worth of almost, man, I'd like to say, we're gonna count after. That was so many top 5s. Although most of them were a lot of the replicated games, but it is what it is, right? All right, well, that's okay. I wasn't expecting to have many questions. Like I said, I answered most of them, I think, that you had during the stream, so it's no problem if we don't have a Q&A session going. I absolutely understand that. Thank you so much. Like I said, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I hope we keep going next year. I hope we keep this growing a bigger community, that you're all here and we have a good time. And that's pretty much gonna be it for today. Let's count Let's count how many top 5 we had. We had one. Here we had videos as well. So we had one. We started at 3 to 17. So what? 14, 15? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You had 15 top 5s today. 15 top 5s. And we had 23 slides. So thank you so much, everybody. That's going to be it for today. I'm coming back Tuesday morning with Link's Awakening. Zelda Link's Awakening. We're going to keep going with that. With that game. I just found out what I had to do. It's what I thought. I had to give the honeycomb. The honeycomb I got, I had to give it to the dumbass bear. To wake the dude up. So we're going to keep going with that. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. I wish you a good rest of your day, a good rest of your weekend, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.